All right.
Ooh.
See if I can.
That was fast.
Can
you guys see us? Hello. Hello out there. Hello, hello. Kim says, "Where art thou?" Amie and Jason. We are here. Can you guys see us?
Here.
There's the counter. It finally popped up there. My goodness.
I see us on our phone. My phone.
I am refreshing that. So, hello everyone. Hello, hello.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody.
Whoop, whoop. Happy Monday.
Gobble gobble week.
Yes, it is gobble gobble week.
Gobble gobble week.
Mama Pam and I went to the antique booth today to restock some Christmas, and then we got Thanksgiving groceries, which was crazy. The grocery store was insane.
Yeah,
and it's only Monday, so like Tuesday and Wednesday, if you haven't went yet to get your sweet potatoes and all the things, you better go because it's just gonna get even more crazy. Yeah, for sure. Hello, you guys. Hello.
Hello.
Let me scroll all the way to the top. Did you guys come over to Mother Tucker's last night for live shopping from the store?
That was crazy. Thank you, everybody who showed up and purchased items.
Who was the one lady that made all the little ornament, like the little shiny bright arrangements?
Hey, Tina.
What's her name?
Hang on a minute here. I got to ask Tina. I want to make sure I say everything right. Yeah. Who makes those shiny bright? I always say the wrong name. In our store that we sold, the dioramas. It's Dawn. You know how sometimes I get names wrong. I get this Pam or Tam in my head, and her name is Dawn. So Dawn, she makes those, and we talked to her.
She moved into Lisa's old spot.
No. She was Lisa. Door. Yeah, you're right. Hey, you know what? You know Mother Tucker's better than I do, Amy. You're right.
Well, I noticed because I knew Lisa moved, and I was like, well, who went in Lisa's spot? And that's where all those came from. Was that
and Lisa took Bill's old spot.
Yeah.
So yes. And Dawn is working on making some more. She said it's a lengthy process, but she's not sure. She's going to do her best. And I know for a fact that Nancy will be at the shop tomorrow stocking. So when we open for Black Friday, she'll have her booth switched to Christmas. So in the next 2 weeks, I got to figure it out and either hear back from Dawn and know from Nancy when she restocks, and then we'll make sure you guys can shop their booths. So again, thank you. And Amy, thank you for modding, and Kim. And Karen, thank you so much. And Kim had popped in for a moment. And Gavin's now a mod on the channel. So thank you so much, Mr.
I know I added Gavin on mine too. Yes.
So thank you guys.
First, before we get to our hellos this evening, I did want to.
No, Shannon. No. Bill does no. Bill moved out probably. I would say in May. It became too much of a commute for him to get to our store.
Spring, summer-ish.
Yeah, he's about 2.5 hours away, and it just didn't work driving down and keeping up with everything. So he opted to find booths more in his region up there in North Jersey. So it's all positive. So I don't want anyone to think there's anything negative, but it was a positive, and we understand, and he understood. So yes, no, he moved out. Yeah, Amy's right. It was about the end of spring, beginning of summer. So.
Before we get started, since we are here on a Monday and not Thursday, because Thursday's Turkey Day, we just have a general happy Thanksgiving.
Well, hello.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
I like that.
And we are so thankful for you guys week after week, and your continued support here on YouTube. So just thank you. Thank you. So let's see who is in the chat. I know that StreamYard deleted some comments based on some other comments that were saying hello. So I think StreamYard decided to delete some today. So I don't see William first in the chat. I see Lisa first here in the chat today.
Did it, Lisa? You did it.
And Lisa was saying hi to William. So I'm assuming William was here like super early, but that comment got deleted. StreamYard said, nay. You cannot be first in the chat today. So it's gone. Bye. But here's William. I see he is in the chat there. And there's Terry. Hi, Terry.
Hello, Terry. Good to see you.
Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy.
Hello, Chrissy.
Good to see you. Shannon's here. Hello. Kim is with us today. Hi, Kim. I'm glad that my little layout with the mice worked because I never know where to put the things so you can see them and they don't get cut off. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the placement that you can still see them even with the comments highlighted. So yay. All right. I'm gonna scroll down. There's Minx. Hi, Minx.
Hello, Minx.
Welcome. There's Karen G. Hey, Karen.
Thank you again, Karen.
And Ruthie B. Hey, Ruthie. Ho, ho, ho to you. Hey, lady. Good to see you. Brian's with us tonight. Hi, Brian.
Sir.
Scroll. Janine. Hi, Janine. Gobble, gobble. You know, I'm already excited. Well, actually, we're having Thanksgiving dinner on Wednesday because Mama Pam and I are traveling on Thanksgiving because we're helping at the I'm going to pop that up here real quick. We're helping out at the open house for Countryside Antique Mall, Brad and Greg. We're helping them out at their holiday open house, which starts Black Friday. So if you guys are in the Indianapolis area at all, stop by. It's going to be super fun.
I hear those sweet treats are some of the best sweet treats.
I mean, the spread last year was... So Brad used to own a bakery. He sold the bakery, but he still helps out at it. And he bakes like, I don't even know, like 20 some different like goodies.
Yeah.
The spread is pretty impressive. So I can't wait to see what that is going to be like.
The box he gave us on our way back from pop-up, like that was, I can't even. It was incredible. I can't even
leave empty-handed. I know.
Right.
Melanie's here. Hi, Melanie. Good to see you. There's Jason's mom. Hi, Mama Linda.
Mom. Love you, Mom.
Paul is with us. Hi. Renee. Hello.
Renee.
I'm looking for a certain person in the chat, and I haven't seen that person yet. So hopefully I will come across them eventually. Hello, Caroline. Good to see you. Oh, okay. I see him. Hello, Gavin. Good to see you.
Hello, Mr. Grady Gruppo.
We have a special birthday in the house.
Yes, we do.
It is Mr. Gavin's birthday. So, Gavin, you get a special birthday shout out.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, that is nice.
Something related to records. If you guys aren't subscribed to Gavin's channel, go to Grady Gruppo Vintage Recordings because I know those Christmas requests are going to be coming up real soon. So happy birthday, Gavin. Happy birthday. I know that you guys went out for a little treat today. So thanks for spending your birthday with us, Gavin. Right, now I totally lost my spot. There's Judy. Hi, Judy. Good to see you.
Hi, Judy.
There's Mama Pam. Hello.
Mama Pam. Is Mama Pam donating any cookies to the cause, or is she taking a break?
No, I don't think so. She's just going to help keep the goodie table stocked.
All right. She's good at that. She's very good at that. Okay.
Yeah, we're just helping out.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be like a runner in the store, I think. I think that's and helping bring stuff up to the checkout and sorted bins and all that. Unless he has me like pack things, I can do that too, whatever. So we're just helping out for the day. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, I'm scrolling. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to not skip over anybody. There's Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Hello.
Sandy B. Hello. Melanie, did I say hi to you?
Yes.
I don't know if I did, but hi, Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
I could go for some cookies too.
Oh, yeah.
Mama, I do know Mama Pam made a pumpkin pie.
Okay.
I do know that. Mama Pam makes some good pies. That is for sure. Critter Girl. Hello. Good to see you. Richard. Hi, Richard.
Hello, Richard. And that's my fault. I the other night you called him Robert. That's my fault.
I know it's stuck in my brain. But now that I have officially sent him some happy mail, I got it.
That's the one downfall to all my surgeries. That is it is the foggy brain, and sometimes I think I'm saying the right name, but I'm saying the wrong name. So that's
well, the handle thing doesn't help, certainly.
No, that doesn't help.
It's not helping that department. Krista, welcome in.
Hello.
There's Leanne.
Hello.
There's Perry.
Hi, Perry.
There's cousin Terry Tucker.
Hello.
Carrie's with us tonight. Hi, Carrie. Scroll. Y'all are very chatty this evening. There's Brenda. Hey, Brenda. There's Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hello, Mary. Good to see
Nicky
you.
Moss.
Nicky Moss. Nicky Moss.
Shiny Bright South. Hello.
Hello. Good to see you, friend.
Always Sunny Thrifting. Hello. What a cute little icon. Decorating the Christmas tree. That is adorable. Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. I think I'm almost to the bottom, you guys. There's Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Good to see you. Oh my goodness. Everybody's comments like blur together at some point.
They do.
Right.
They do.
I think I've got to the bottom. I think I got everybody. Welcome in. I'll just say a general welcome in to Monday. So yes, you will not be seeing us on Thursday this week. I did already mention that. Since it's Thanksgiving, that's why you're seeing us tonight. And then we won't be back until the following Thursday.
You got it.
Yes. Is that going to be December? Let me look at this.
Oh,
it is.
Yes, it will.
It is going to be December. December 4th.
Yep.
Wow.
You bet.
That is crazy bananas. All right.
No.
All right. Well, we're going to do it. Okay. I need to click off Nikki's comment. There we go. All right. Welcome in, everyone. So we do have a very short community share. I have 2 little Thanksgiving photos to share tonight after the sale. So stick around for that. Just short and sweet. And yes, if you have not given the broadcast a thumbs up, I would appreciate that. Give me the thumbs. And Karen G is going to be our bid ender tonight. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yes, Karen's going to be our bid ender, and Kim's also in the chat helping out, and Ruthie B's here too. So all my lovely mod ladies are here helping out tonight. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to go over how the sale is going to work briefly. And first, because the lag has been pretty bad as of late, the last few nights, last week was kind of gnarly. So make sure in live chat all messages and not top chat. Refresh often. I can't say that enough. Exit out of YouTube to refresh, or you can do that gear wheel icon. If you tap my winking kitty icon up there in the upper right hand corner, you can find that gear wheel icon. Tap on that for playback speed. Hit 2 times, especially before you put any kind of bids into the chat. Make sure and do a refresh as often as possible. We will be doing the auction style tonight, so we'll give you a starting price. I will highlight it up there on the screen. We'll give you information about the item, measurements, and know any kind of issues that the item might have. We are going to do auction and bidding down into the chat. So if you are interested in anything, all you got to type your bids down into the chat. Just make sure if you are watching and you want to bid that you are logged into either a Google or YouTube account. That's how you can access the live chat. We will do a 20-second countdown. Do bid early. I recommend that highly rather than waiting too long so you don't come after the bid end. If you wait too long, especially with this lag, the lag will get you, and then you will come in after the bid end. So try and get your bids in early. That way we know there is some interest, and then we can count it down. So the highest bid that we see come in before Karen G's bid end will be the winner. We're also doing just in cases. So all that we ask is that you're an active bidder. You've put in at least 1 straight bid on the current item that we're showing. Then you can use that just in case during the countdown. That's the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item, plus the letters JIC. You can type that into the chat. And if your just in case bid's the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Do keep in mind, though, that multiple just in case bids that come in before the bid end do then turn into regular bids. If you win an item from us tonight, we do need an email sent to us with some information, your YouTube screen name or your handle, as it were, and your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that's okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know in that email that you want to check out as a guest. And when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to that invoice, and then you can check out with any debit or credit card. And I will say, I have not said this in a little while, but I'll say this as a general reminder. When you check out in PayPal, whether you have an account or you're checking out as a guest, make sure your correct shipping address is in PayPal. That is what we use to print on your shipping label. So make sure that that is correct on there, okay? And keep in mind, when we send our invoices out, payments due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that. And I know we're going to talk about after the shipping portion, invoicing and that sort of thing. But we do not include the shipping with the winning bid price. That is additional. But we do use both Pirate Ship to get the discounted shipping rates. And that's why we need your shipping address so we can calculate your shipping. So that's the weight and size of your package in relation to where you live versus where we are shipping from. And we do have shipping available to anywhere in the US, Canada, and Australia. I ship from Michigan. Jason ships from Pennsylvania. I will have Jason talk about that last part, and then we'll talk about invoicing for this week.
If you purchase from me here tonight, I do offer free pickup. I own a brick and mortar. It's called Mother Tucker's Antiques. We're located in Ephrata. It's really also like right down the street from Adamstown, and we are part of Antiques Capital USA. So if you're coming to the region near Lancaster or about an hour and a half west of Philly, that's about how far we are. If you're heading to this region for the holidays and you want to pick things up, all you have to do is let us know. We can do that. We'll invoice you for the said item or items. Once the invoice is paid, then we'll communicate on when you want to pick it up. And we can hold things for a timely manner. So as always, when it comes to communicating on when you want to pick things up, let's keep that in the emails. That, to me, that's very important. The last thing I'd want to do is have you say something in a chat and us miss it. And, maybe, our info get crossed. So let's just keep that in the emails and communicate through there. As always, Amy, thank you so much. Oh, you're muted, Amy.
Yes, I am. I'm going to be doing my shipping and invoicing tomorrow. So I will just email you when your invoice has been sent. I did get everybody's packages out from last week. Everything is on the way. I did most of them on Saturday, and a few went out today. So everything else from last week is on its way to you. But I will be doing invoicing for tomorrow.
All right. If you purchased from our shop last night, our live shopping event at the store, then you have an open box. So if you purchase from me here tonight, I will be able to combine that. No orders were that large that I feel very confident in saying that. Also, I will be doing all of my packaging, and we will be getting invoices out tomorrow. So again, just with what I know I have here and from last night, I'm very confident I can get that all done tomorrow. And then once your invoices are paid, we'll probably ship on Friday. Okay. In the event that you don't get an invoice from me tomorrow, that will have to then wait till after Thanksgiving. So I'm almost 99% sure I can get them all out tomorrow and to you guys. But if you don't receive one, you'll receive it Friday, and then I will try to get it to the post office, Saturday, or of course, we always try to go on Mondays. One side note, Tina will be having her Whatnot sale this Friday over on Whatnot. It's Mother Tucker's Tina. She's doing all Christmas jewelry. So that'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you guys can head on over there. And I think that's it. We will find another shop with us at the shop date, and we'll let you guys know probably in about 2 weeks, we're thinking. So we'll get it figured out.
I did already mention that Mama Pam and I are going to be in Indiana this weekend. So if I'm going to try and ship as many things out as long as you guys pay your invoices by Wednesday, I'll ship as many things as I can out. Otherwise, my next shipping won't be until Monday because we're going to be in Indiana for the weekend. So I won't be here Friday or Saturday, and I can't ship on Sunday. So Monday would be the next time after that for me. All right. I did see a couple other people pop in the chat that I haven't seen in a while. I see Tracy. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Joe is with us. I see. Hey, I saw Heather popped in there as well. I feel like somebody else popped in here too.
Laura's here. Circle 7 Farms.
Laura's here.
Hello.
I probably didn't make it that far. My 4 girls is here. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, there's Laura. And there's Gloria. Hello, hello.
Hi, Gloria.
And there's Marie. And Miss Widow One. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, guys.
No, Minx. I don't believe Misty's coming to the open house this weekend. I haven't heard that she is anyways. But so no, I don't think so. I don't think so. We're not going to be in southern Indiana. We're going to be in like north middle Indiana, if that's a thing.
Indiana's pretty doggone long.
It's pretty big. It's a pretty long state. All right. So let's see. Is that all we need to talk about, Jason?
I
feel like
we're good to go, Amy.
I feel like we're missing something. I don't know. Maybe I'll think of it later.
I do too. I do too, but I can't think of anything. It could be that we're thrown off because it's Monday. That could be why we're.
That could be. That definitely could be. All right. These are going to be for the pair. It's not going to be for choice. And I had some similar ornaments to these last week on the sale with Kimmy and Frank, a vintage soul thrifter, that were little angel ornaments that had little dangly feet. And they were kind of in little wreaths with Mercury beads. But these are not angels. They're little mice. I love these Christmas mice, but these also have the little dangly legs.
Oh my God.
With the little pom-poms. So I couldn't split these guys up. It's Santa and the little elf. So they are coming together as the pair. And they're just, they're little felt. They're not flocked, but they are little felt mice. This one is the little elf with his little green stripy suit. And then the cute little dangly legs with pom-poms. And then this one is like little Santa mouse. And his legs are kind of wild. I don't know if he's just been sitting in the sleigh a little while. I feel like I wanted to try this, but I didn't get a chance to hit it with like a hair dryer maybe and heat it up and probably straighten them back out. I could go ahead and try that before I ship them. But that's how I found it. They were kind of like in a bag together. So that's why they're kind of like curled off to the side. But this one is little Santa mouse. I think he's adorable. And he's a little bit different though. He's got a little tongue kind of poking out of his mouth.
Oh my God, tongue. I love him.
And there's his little, maybe he's a bear actually, now that I'm looking at it. Maybe he's a bear. Because he's got a little bit of, see how their faces are different?
And the ears are a little different too.
A little different. Yeah, maybe he's a bear. I thought they were both mice, but hey, kitschy critters, they're kind of up for interpretation.
That's why it's
they both have little hangers. All right, they both have hangers intact. They are, about 5 inches, not including the dangles. All right, 5 inches about this way, and the dangles are a little bit extra. So, all right,
not including the size of the dangles, right? No.
No, it is including the dangles. I was wrong.
Okay.
5 inches including the dangles.
Gotcha.
Not the hangers, though. Not the hangers. Okay. My goodness. All right. Semantics. All right. Let's count it down. Ruthie B's got the high bid right now at 19. So we're looking for 20 or more, and this is for the pair. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And welcome, Brian. I saw you say hello in the chat.
These are so doggone itchy. I can't even.
Nikki's got a just in case in there. And Richard's got a just in case in there. And Nikki came back in there right before Karen's bid end. So Nikki's straight bid of 41 is going to cancel out Richard's just in case. So Nikki, they're coming to you. Thank you so very much.
All right. $15 choice. $15 choice. And I am going to need you to help me pronounce the name of this company. You do it a lot better than me, but let's see how I can get started.
Put me on the spot, Jason.
You know this.
Schultz.
Kunstler Schultz. So I always say Kunstler Schultz, but it's Schultz. These are fun little camels. I know a lot of folks, and we do too. Everybody puts up like a nativity, of course, this time of the year. It's the reason for the season. And I found these and I thought these would be fun to add to your nativity. Maybe you have, one of those old school Italian nativities. I don't know, maybe you have a plastic one. I just thought these would be fun to put into your Christmas displays because I always think of camels this time of the year. So they do retain their original labels. You can see each one is handmade, so each one is different. So you'll be choosing between the first one, he is a little lighter and he's a little skinnier. The second one is a little darker and he's a little fatter, okay? They do both have their stickers. I'll show you in a minute. This company does hand make these. They're good quality. They're flocked and they have very high quality fur that they use on them. Some of them even have glass eyes. I suspect these might have glass eyes, but I just don't know. They're very, very tiny. Yes. So
they're German.
Yes.
Right. German. Yes. Künstler Schutz.
Yes. And they're made in Western Germany. And I do think with the tag on the bottom of these might be from the 1980s. That's my guess. So there's their original tag. And of course, it would be prior to the wall coming down. So probably early 1980s. So this is going to be your first one. And this one we're going to call the light brown one. And you can see that he's a little skinnier. The way they crafted this one, his belly is up a little higher. No chips or cracks, no breaks, no repairs, no issues with these. They're super clean. Even has the fun little camel tail here, which you can move and bend however you want. There's actually like a wire armature in there. They both measure about 3 inches by 2.5. So this will be your one choice, and this is going to be your light-skinned or light-colored one. Look at how cute he is, and then the way the details there on the face are. And this one is not faded, so it's not like he was in the sun. These came from the same estate.
I don't think I've ever seen the camel. Camel in person? I don't think I have.
And this one is a little bigger, so you can see the belly is more, it's down a little. So he drank more water than his friend, and the fur is a little bit darker. So it's really.
Isn't that a dromedary camel? The ones
I don't know. I don't know that one, Amy.
All right, there's trivia in the chat, you guys. Am I right? Dromedary.
I don't know. And again, they both have their labels. So both of them have their labels. They came from the same estate. Wendy says yes.
Okay. All right.
So Wendy says yes. So the one right here, this guy, he's going to be the one we're going to call the light brown one. And this one is the dark brown one. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. Critter Girl's in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more, and it is on choice. So, okay, Brian says he was thinking the same thing. So 21 or more, let's do a countdown, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, light or dark. Skinny, thick. I don't know. I don't want to say wrong words.
Thick.
I would be the thicker one. He's a little skinnier. So you have Jason here and Garden Guy Bill here. I hope that earned brownie points with Bill. So I'm the thicker one.
As camels go.
One. Oh my gosh. So there's our bid end. So thank you all for the bids. Nicole had it just in case. So did Critter Girl. But Wendy. At 26, Wendy, you get first choice at 26. And again, this one is the light brown or the dark brown. Again, you can take both if you're interested in both. I always feel like for nativities, you always have a pair or maybe 3 for the wise men. I'm not too sure, but we got 2. So Wendy wants the light brown one. Okay, so Wendy, the light brown one is yours. And then back up is Critter Girl at 25. So Critter Girl, were you interested in the thicker one, the dark brown one at 25? And then it looks like Nicole would be back up at 24. So Critter Girl, just let me know. This one is available. They're okay. Thank you so much. Congratulations, ladies.
Karen, I'm excited that you got to use the camel emoji as well. That's not one that I don't think that one gets
no.
I don't think so. All right. My next item is going to start at 24. And I have a little bit special of a Pixie pie tonight. He's a little different. All right. I have this guy previewed for the Christmas marathon, but I never got to him. We ended, I think we still had some other items that we didn't ever, like Jason and I didn't bring at the tail end. And this was one that I had left that I just never got to him. So I brought him tonight, and he is a little pixie, and he's climbing over out of onto a book. And I don't think this is probably the only one of these that I think I've ever run across in the wild, but there is a series of these pixies in different colors. So you can look for like a yellow suit one that's climbing out of a yellow book, a light blue one. There's a black suited pixie as well. So there's like kind of a whole series of these little pixies in the book. Now, he is stamped Japan, really tiny here on the bottom. I do not know a maker for this guy specifically. Some of the pixies I do know have a maker, but I have never been able to attribute one for these little book guys. But he is stinking cute. He's got like, look at that hair, look at that bang profile there.
I think he's
sticking out of his hat. So kind of a light brown hair poking out. Now there's a little bit of paint scratching on the suit and on the book. So anything that is red that you're seeing is paint loss or paint scratches. All right. And it says like B book. It says B.
I'm with Chrissy. It should say Santa's list. That would be really fun.
That would be really cute if it said that. And there's nothing inside the book, sadly. So no writing on the inside of the book. And back here, there's a little paint loss on the foot. There's a couple little scratch points. For the most part, I say the paint is pretty good. Up on the hat, there's a little bit of discoloration going on in the paint. I don't like to clean these. I don't. You cannot get the cold paint wet. It will just slide right off. So if you do want to clean anything with red cold paint, use like a microfiber cloth. I did like lightly dust this off, but I didn't want to like get it wet to clean it. So I'm not sure about that discoloration up there. But he's darn cute. Measurement for him. I did measure this stuff. I swear I measured it. I just didn't write it down. This one is 2 3/4 by 4 inches. So he's 4 inches tall. Very cute. Yes. Santa's list would be adorable. They should have done that. That was a missed opportunity, I think. All right. I do not know how to pronounce that handle. Yes, Joe, don't put your pixies in the dishwasher, please.
Agreed.
Don't put your Pyrex in there or your Santa mugs or your pixies. Renee, I see you at 32. Thank you so much. So we're going to do that countdown. We are looking for 33 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. William is on the naughty list. Do you even have to ask that, Linda? He's on the naughty list.
I didn't know what to say. I froze. I wasn't sure.
I will say it for you. And if Dusty Moose was here, she would concur.
Oh, she would confirm. She would confirm.
All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Looks like at the end there, Ruthie was at 34. Wanda had it just in case, but Ruthie got that fast internet, got back in there with a straight bid of 36. So Ruthie, Pixie Pie is coming to you. Thank you so much.
He says the naughty list didn't exist before he came along. So, all right, Amy, $20. $20. And, you know, we say this a lot with Christmas planters, but this planter here, I think, would be epic with a bottle brush tree put in.
Oh, how cute.
So it is a Napco planter. It's a Napco ceramic. It's this cute little mouse. Cold paint is phenomenal. It's in really, really clean condition. There's what the inside looks like. So this is a cute little mouse. They did a series of these little mice. So it is Napco ware. It does have its original sticker down here on the bottom. little friend here. They made them a little different. Each one had like a little different diaper on. This one here has the green striped one. There's no issues or cold paint wear to the holly up top. Look at those presents. The polka dots on there are phenomenal. The green paint along with the gold and the red there. He's just super happy. He's like, wee, Santa Claus is coming. Here's what the back looks like. So this would be like Santa's bag, I would assume. And this is ideal for a large bottle brush tree. So you could plop one right down in there. If you had a nice large bottle brush tree, it would kind of look like Santa's sack right there in front of the tree. So again, no chips or cracks to the piece. This is sort of the matte finish. It's not bisque. Some folks have called it like a satin finish, but it's not a high gloss finish. There is some high gloss here and here and here, and where the gold is, but overall, everything else is more of that matte finish. They did speckle some gold here to give it some detail. Put my hand over so you can see the shadowing. So they speckled some gold on it to give it some gold detailing, and then that kind of runs down the side here. And the planter measures about 4 inches tall. So it's about 4 inches tall. And then at the widest point, it's about 6 inches wide. So, and I do believe they made another planter with the mouse on the other side. So you could get mirroring planters if you wanted to. So let me get in here. Look how cute his little face is. You can see his pink little nose and his pink little mouth. And if you start with this guy, you can add others. They made like salt and pepper shakers, candle holders, all sorts of other little pieces that complement this. So if this is your first one in the series, you'll be able to find other pieces if you want to add to this. I also think that this would look cute if you mixed in some of your little Joseph mice. Maybe if you had some other kitschy little mice figurines, it would be fun. And I love the fact that he's sitting on the little presents. Look at his little tail there coming around. You can see his little diaper. He's got a little diaper there with the little green stripes on it. He's just super cute. So again, it's Napco wear, no chips or cracks. I think it would be ideal for one of those larger bottle brush trees. Maybe it'd be vintage or new. And this little guy here is going to look so cute in your Christmas display. So Richard, thank you so much. I see you're 21. We're looking for 22 or more. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on him. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. He's right at home with your wallpaper, Amy. He fits in.
Yes, he's
a little mice.
Very matchy. Yeah.
Oh, my friends are on the screen, Amy.
I don't know. Something about mice at Christmas time. I know. They're the Christmas critter to me besides deer.
Agreed. So there is our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. Oh, Richard, I'm so sorry. Your just in case came in after the bid end. But Renee, and that would be over top of Richard's bid of 21. So Renee, for 22, mouse planter is yours. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right. And hello, Christy. Good to see you. All right. My next round is going to be a lot. So there's 3 items in this lot. And I paired them together. I don't know. They just said they wanted to live together. So I listened. And here is the little lot. All right. And I love a good Pinecone goober, as you all probably know. But this is a special goober, and I will show you why in a minute. But you're going to get the 2 trees as well. So I'm going to show you all the things in the lot. So first off, we'll start off with Mr. Pinecone goober. And he's a little bit special of a Pinecone goober. If he would focus, then you can see his cool details because he is very cool. Come on, camera. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So he has a spun cotton, kind of like acorn cap for a hat. And then there's a little metal loop for hair. He does have the composition, little painted face, and spun cotton beard. There's his Pinecone body. He does have a mica glittery kind of base and a little bit of a pinecone and a bear, or a leaf and berry sticking out. But he's not made in Japan or Germany. He's made in Italy. which I have never come across one made in Italy before. That was a new one to me. But I did see some of the other ones that they produce. So they're not, I don't know. I think these to me, like all the other ones that I saw, are a little bit more whimsical than some of the German ones that have like teeth painted in, like those bigger ones that you were looking at last night that had like kind of like angry face and teeth.
Yeah.
And yeah, those were the German ones. But all of these guys seem like, I don't know, they're like a little bit friendlier, if you will, how they're painted. I just really like, and he's in overall good condition. Okay. So the other things that are coming with this very harder, this is a much harder to find kind of style of bottle brush tree here. And it is also on the same kind of base as the gnome is on. Mica glittery kind of snow, kind of thicker chipboard, if you will. And then it has a tree trunk. This style of tree I don't run across very often, but it's covered with Mercury beads, that thicker kind of snow paint. And then there's kind of like chunky pieces of foiled glitter throughout the tree, and then a gold little Mercury bead topper. But all the beads that are in the tree are kind of a darker red. So that's coming along. And then a little baby tree. And this is a like more late 40s, early 50s style with the red wooden base, very thick sisal and wire for the centering. So you're going to get the whole little lot, because Pinecone Goober needed to have a little forest friend to come along with. So that is the lot that you're going to get. Measurements on these guys. Goober is 2.5 by 1 3/4. The biggest tree is 3 3/4 tall, and the other one is around 2. Okay. So let me do the countdown. I see MJ is in there, and we're looking for 25 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Jason, have you ever seen in Italy?
Not like him. No, not one of the pine cones like him. No, in the Italian ones, you don't find those putt style.
I look at these guys all the time, but I don't think I've ever seen an Italy one. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Ruthie B got in on the action at 29, but MJ used it just in case. So MJ, they are coming to you for 30. Thank you so very much.
All right, Amy, $20 choice, and I'm down to my last 2 glass Christmas trees. So these are all I have. I think I have 1 or 2 in at the shop, but this will be it for this year. I didn't find many this year. So this will be your first one at 20. This is your typical like made in Taiwan sculpt. So it's probably from the 80s, maybe early 90s. But this one is super unique. It is all completely that emerald green. So sometimes you find these just in clear, or you find them in an iridescent. But I don't usually find this color that often. So this will be your first choice. No chips or cracks. It has some part of its original label on there. I did not clean that off because I like to show that there would have been a label there, because usually the Taiwan label was there on the bottom. So this will be your first one. I agree, guys. This is really, really neat. And if you do a forest of these, this color is going to look really good. So like, for example, I have the clear one, but when you kind of put it together, I think it all plays off of each other really, really well. So this will be your first one. VTW. Oh, I feel like I should remember your name. VTW, if you can, just let us know your name so we can call you by your name. But VTW, I see you for 21. So we're looking for 22 or more. Melanie, I do too. I think these trees, these were underrated for so many years, and I'm happy they came back in popularity. This is going to be your 6-inch one. So this is going to be your 6-inch one. Okay. Thank you, Veronica. So we got Leanne in at 22. Now this one has a tiny little chip. I want to see if I can find it. It feels like a rough spot, but it's a tiny little chip right underneath the tree branch. You almost can't see it. You almost can't feel it. You have to go looking for it, okay? Actually, when I bought it, I didn't feel it. I hope I didn't do it to it once I bought it, but it's right there. But Again, this is one of those unique colored ones. I had a green one like this the other week, and they put the caning up through there, and then it sort of cascades out through the side. So it gives it a great look. I think it looks like peppermint. That's what this one always reminds me of. So thank you for the bids. I see Wanda in at 25. So that just has a little chip right there, but it still displays beautifully, and there's still some remnants of an original tag under there. And these both have polished bottoms. So thank you for letting us know you're out, Veronica. But we're in at 25, so we're looking for 26 or more. And this one is the same size. This one comes in at 6 inches as well. So if you collect this style of tree, you know that they do come in other sizes. And these are great to build a forest with or just to add into your display. So you'll either claim when it's all done. This one we're just going to call red. That one we're going to call green. Okay. And again, they are the made in Taiwan ones from the 1980s. They made them into the 90s. And this one does have a tiny little chip on it. Okay. Just a tiny little chip underneath on the one little branch right there. So let's start a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. We're looking for 26 or more. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Like Ruthie said, she has a forest of these. You could actually run twinkle lights through them. You can underlight them if you want to. Put them in a window. These are just great pieces, and you can leave them out well after Christmas. So they're not just Christmas. You can leave them out all year if you want to. So, and again, it'll be choice between green, and we'll just call that one red. So there's our bid end. All right, some flurry of activity there. So Wanda, you got a straight bid of 34. So Wanda, let me know, were you interested in the green or the red? Green or the red. And they're fun. You can get little glass critters and put with them if you want to. And then Leanne, you'll have backup at 32. So Wanda, just let me know at 34. Did you want the green one? All right. The green one is yours, Wanda. Thank you so much. So then Leanne at 32. And if she passes, it'll be Nikki, I think, at 26. And I think we'd be back to Veronica if you'd be interested. But let's hear from Leanne took a pass. Miss Nikki Moss, were you interested at 26? Again, the chip is nothing major. I just wanted to point it out because you're going to feel it more than you're going to see it. So, Nikki, if you were interested in the red one at 26, and then actually, I think we'd be back to Veronica. So, and Veronica, if you're new to us, all right, Nikki, it's yours. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nikki. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations. And hello, Catworm. Good to see you.
Hi, Catworm.
And who did I just see? Francis. Yes, you can totally bid if you're interested in something. All that we ask is that if you win something is that you email your information to us. So you got to email your screen name, your real name, your full shipping address in an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. And that is the information that we would need from you if you win something. But yes, you're welcome to bid. Thank you so much. All right. And hello, Desi. Welcome in. All right. My next item is going to be 32. And hi, Buttermilk. Saw you pop in there too. Good to see you guys tonight. Thanks for hopping on. All right. So I have a Holt Howard foil angel. For my next round. Now, this is not the one that was in my video on Sunday. This one I've actually had hanging around since January that I got in Iowa a long time ago. I actually forgot about her. She was in another bin of Christmas I discovered. So I thought I would bring her out to play tonight. And she is the gold foiled. They did make her in several different colorways, but she has a ceramic molded head. And then there's a little kind of goldy bow up there. She's got the Mercury bead garland around for her little necklace. And this is thicker gold foil for the wings. Now, there's very minimal kind of bending on these. Sometimes these can get kind of mangled if they're not stored correctly. But these are pretty good overall, I would say. And then she has kind of silver foil chenille for arms, and she's holding a little pink Mercury ball. And then she has that really cool metal mesh netting that goes around the entire base of like the skirt of her. And although she was manufactured as a tree topper, all right, and I will show you up inside there, she can stand. She can stand on her own. So the ceramic head is attached to like a wood, like a wooden dowel up in the top there, but she will stand on her own just fine. You just got to make sure once you place her that nothing's going to knock her over, because these do tend to be a little top heavy with the ceramic head. So this is definitely not the largest size that they made. There's larger ones of these as well in the foiled body. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what she looks like standing. All right. And there we go. So there she is standing on her own. And maybe if you wanted some extra stability, if you are going to use her as a figurine instead of a topper, a receipt spike is always good. That you could place her on top of that, and that'll just give a little bit more sturdy of a base. Measurement for her, she's 7 inches tall and about 6 inches widest. It's kind of, the wing is just a little bit larger than the bottom of the skirt. But overall, I'm not really seeing much ripping or anything. Actually, I got 2 of these. I sold the other one in the summertime. And I picked these out because the netting was like really good on both of these. I love these style. I also like the feather ones. I haven't found one of those in quite a while, but I really like these foily ones. I think this could work in Valentine's Day as well.
Yeah, agreed.
Versus Christmas. All right, I see Miss Leanne is in there at 32. So we're looking for 33 or more. Let's count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I haven't found one of these foiled ones in a long time.
I had a pink one last year at the pop-up. And a certain Mr. William owns her, I think. I'm pretty sure.
That's where they're all at. They're hanging out in Texas with William.
All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. That was the only pink one that I think I've ever come across. All right, I see at the end there, MJ was at 33. Miss Woodlewin got a 34 in there, but Leanne did use it just in case. So Leanne, she is coming to you for 35. Thank you so much. Sure did. Oh, yes. William's Boudoir is where she resides. Yes.
Fancy.
Thank you, Leanne.
$30, and you're going to get the full box of vintage ornaments, okay? They are made in Poland. The box is in very good condition, and you're going to get a full box full, so you're getting 12 of them, okay? Usually when they come in this box, later years, they were marked and called Fantasia, okay? So I believe that most of these are all original to it. 1 or 2 I questioned if they were a marriage, if somebody put them in. But this is the way I bought them. This is the way they came from the estate. So for $30, you're going to get a set of 12, and almost all of them are indent. So they're very sought after ornaments. They do have some mica glitter on them, and I'll quickly run through them and show them to you. But first I want to start with the box. So the box is in pretty good condition. The cellophane is still intact. I think it's a little loose, but it's still intact. I agree, Ruthie. I love the box and the graphics. Yeah. And then you can even stack it on the side. And then I forget, I saw it said Poland somewhere here. It says Poland right here on this side. So again, you can use these as risers. So the box alone is part of the decor. Sometimes people just decorate and leave their ornaments in like this. But I do believe these might be Fantasia. And they all have the same similar kind of topper. So it seems like the cellophane's pretty much intact. There is a little hole in it. So there's a little hole right here in it. But the box, again, measures, if I didn't say so, it measures 9 by 7.5. And each one of these little ornaments here, they're about 1.5 inches. So quickly, here's one of the ones that you're going to get. Please note that they might have typical wear to them. You know, they've had a life. They're probably from the 1950s. They've been on trees. Branches could have scratched them. But overall, in very, very good condition, I think. Look at this gorgeous indent right here.
Ooh,
so So imagine, guys, you're getting 12 of these, and sometimes at the antique malls, these can sell for over $5 to $10 each. So you're getting 12 of them. So if you do the math, you can see what you're going to get here. And this one has the heavy, heavy mica on the top and the bottom. I always hate breaking these sets up because I feel like they have had a life together. And I also feel like they just kind of should stay together. But dealers, they don't care. They'll break them up and sell them individually. And again, they'll easily be $5 an ornament to $10 depending on the antique mall. So, and again, you can see compared to my pom-pom, they're about the 1.5 inches to about 2 inches. So there that one is. This one here is kind of transparent. That one could even be a World War II one. That's the one that I wasn't too sure if they added in. It's not too silvered all that much, but an indent. So we're halfway there. Critter Girl, thank you. I see you're 35. We're looking for 36 or more. Here, that one is. These always remind me like of circus tent colors. Teardrop ones are very sought after too. There's no damage to them whatsoever in there. This one here is not an indent. So a lot of times these boxes were half and half. You'd get half indent, half not. So I don't know if the person kind of married them.
Did you see Joe's question? He's wondering about the wire. I'm assuming you mean the wire, the hanger, the wire hanger.
The wire hanger.
Is it more flat wire or is it rounded? It looks rounded to me.
It's rounded. So I think these are definitely more 1950s. But they are all the same style. You know, they did use these same kind of toppers into the 80s, but you can just tell the way these are painted. I do believe these are more from the 1950s and or the 60s. Here's the back on that. Pardon if there's a little glare. All of them are indent. Going real quick here, we have another thick mica one. And there's like an orange there on the inside. That one is not in. Nope, that one is an indent. That's a double
indent.
and look, it has a mushroom. I didn't even know that. It has a mushroom and it's a double indent. That one alone is a good one. Then this one here is a double indent. It's half gold.
With that one's got a mushroom too.
Oh my! No, this one. Does it? Oh no! It has like the pine cones on the side.
Oh yeah.
So pine cones on the side, and that one's half gold and half pink. And our last one is this one right here.
I have that ornament right there.
And again, none of these are broke. These are fun to put on your tiny little trees, mix them into your big trees, and they are made in Poland. They're all the same style because the tops, or pardon me, the caps are similar. So let me get the lid back on, and let's go ahead and do a countdown. We're in at 45. We're looking for 46 or more. She just said her name. I don't remember. Do you remember, Amy? It slipped my mind already. Well, we're looking for 46 or more. That's all right. We're looking for 46 or more. I should have wrote it down on my paper. So 46 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So counting them down now from, I see Terry in at 46. So we're looking for 47. Let's get Lisa. I'm going to write it down right now. So Lisa, yes. Gotcha, Lisa. So Terry's in at 46. Let's do that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. One of them actually had the wrong topper on it. You can see it in my reel. I had to dig in my pile, and I found the right topper for it. I had parts. So I did fix one of them because I wanted you to get a whole set of as original as can be. So thank you guys so much for the bids. I see Wanda's just in case. I see Lisa's just in case right before the bid end. Wanda, I'm so sorry. Your 57 came in after the bid end. But Lisa, they're coming to you for $54. And Lisa, if you're new to me, welcome. And if you could just email me your information.
She says, woot.
Thank you. But
woot.
Send me your info, Lisa. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right. And I have not done my weekly PSA about YouTube changing screen names. So I'll mention that real quick in case you haven't heard about that yet or haven't heard it mentioned. YouTube went away from screen names and switched to handles. So that is the @ symbol. That's your handle. If you want to change whatever is in there, you can go into your Google settings into your profile, and you should be able to update and change it there. You just can't have any spaces in whatever you change it to. Okay. But you can go change that. But unfortunately, screen names are a thing of the past. All right. My next round is going to be a pair of items. And so first, you are getting some Lucite candles. I don't know if anybody is interested in these anymore. I haven't found any in a good long time. But I've been saving these. I think I got these in the summertime because of what I wanted to include with them. So these are 11.5 silver foil flakes. So it's not glitter, but it's more of that chunky foil kind of chunks that are in there for the inside of them. And so they're 11.5 candles, and the wicks on them are pretty good. Just a little bit of fraying on the end, but nothing super major. There's no chipping to the Lucite. And these actually have a label on the bottom, a manufacturer, which normally they don't. It just says decorative only, do not ignite. Nan is sure to pop in the chat at any moment.
She's lurking. She's lurking.
About Lucite candles. By the Sunbell Corporation. That's a new thing for me. I think I've only had one pair that had like a name on them. But yes, don't burn these candles, please. Don't have burning plastic. They're not meant to be light on fire. And what's coming with them is a candle hugger, because you need a cute pixie hanging out on your Lucite candles. These guys do not like the Mercury glass candles, but they seem to like the Lucite ones. And I just have one. I just have one candle hugger. He is made by Lefton, and he's the cutest ever little waving pixie. There's no chipping to him. Not really any kind of paint scratching. He's in pretty good condition overall, just a little bit of crazing. So he's going to be coming along. All right, he's coming along with it, and I'll take him off so you can see him a little closer. If you didn't want to put him on the candle, all right, you can pop a bottle brush tree in there. That also looks very cute. I have some other candle huggers in my personal collection that I usually put a bottle brush tree in there if you don't want him hanging on to something. But he is made by Lefton, but no sticker left on either one of them. But I thought it would be fun to include with the Lucite candle. So there you go. You're going to get the candles plus the little pixie. So the candles are 11.5 inches. Or if you want to put him on a wax candle, you could totally do that too. Measurement for the pixie, he is a 4x3. 4x3 and made by Lefton, and 11.5-inch candles. All right, let me get caught up on the chat. Nikki Moss has got the high bid at 39. Dana just popped back in there with a 40. So we are looking for 41 or more, and I'm going to count it down. Don't forget those just in cases because of the lag. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
These look so clean with no scratches. They're shiny. They're beautiful. Those Lucite candles.
I think like Lucite candles are perfect at Christmas time. And these would look pretty into January too, I think. Yep.
Real icy.
They look like snow. Yeah. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. And hello, Robin. I saw Robin got a 41 in there. But Nikki Moss got a just in case in there right before Karen's bid end. So Nikki, they're coming to you for 42. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $28. $28. And hopefully I have some snowmen or snow folk lovers out there. This ceramic guy, I do believe he was made in Japan. So there is remnants of a Japan sticker there on the bottom. There's also, they didn't do a great job of stamping it properly, but there are some numbers right there. So I do believe this guy's probably from the 1960s. He's in really good condition. You can see that all of his cold paint is intact. Nothing's been touched up. I love the fact of him having these eyelashes, really, really pink nose. That's not really paint wear. They kind of painted it that way. It's glazed over, I think, to give it a little bit of snow effect. He's holding his little sprig there of holly in his one hand. He has his broom in the other. He's got his fun little vest. And look at the minty green and emerald green style scarf they gave him. Again, no damage. I love the fact that they actually went ahead and detailed the bottom. They gave him like a little bit of holly that he's standing on. And again, he's really, really cute. Amie, have you ever seen this guy before?
I've never seen him. No, I was just about to say that.
I think he is so fun and fantastic. And if you collect snowmen, I think he's going to look great in your displays. And this one here, you can leave him out into January. You don't have to put him away after Christmas is over. So he is a planter, very clean on the inside. I don't know that it's ever been used on the inside. Little to no crazing on the piece. So I don't even know who to speculate created it. I just know that it has a round little remnants of a round little Japan sticker there on the bottom. And that's the way they used, that's the kind of font they used to stamp him on the bottom. I don't know. I guess if I had to speculate, I might know.
I've never seen him.
If I had to, with the circle, maybe a Nesco, maybe Lefton, I don't know. I just think he's really fantastic. Look at the detail there on his vest. Very Burl Ives style vest that he's wearing. And I love the whimsy detail here on his broom. So let me give you some measurements on it. Again, this would be fun to add to your snowman collection. It's about 7 inches tall, so it's about 7 from the top to the bottom. It's about 4.5 inches across, so it's a nice size. And it's about 3.5 inches deep, so about 3.5 inches deep. And again, these flat backs are really nice if you want to put them into the back of your displays. So again, we'll just get in here and you guys can see. I think he would marry well with the definitely, Joe, with a bottle brush tree. I think this would look good if you married it with your Napco or your Lefton snowmen. I just think he's really neat. Look at the way they went ahead. And this one, I mean, it's snowman, snow girl. I mean, this one with the eyelashes, the rosy cheeks that are, the pink blush and the fun little pink mouth on that. And I do believe this is probably from the 1960s. So it's probably from the 1960s. And again, these ceramics from the mid-century are not getting easier to find. Year after year, they're getting so hard to find. And I was just fortunate enough to find this guy the other week. So again, he is Japan ceramic, probably from the 1960s. Not sure who made him. I couldn't find any examples of him.
Maybe Dickinson.
Could be
Dickinson. Janine said Dickens, but it's usually Dickinson is
right.
If there's I've seen they did make Christmas pieces, so
they did. But again, this is a really unique one, especially if you're looking. Maybe you want to find a gift for somebody. Maybe you know that there's somebody out there that loves ceramic holiday pieces. This would make a great gift, and it's just starting at $28. So you said she saw it. Okay. All right. Hey, again, it's definitely a different sculpt that I've never seen before. All the cold paint is in remarkable condition. Even the cold paint over here, some of that actually feels like it's glazed over. I would say some of the green is glazed over. I think the dark green is cold paint, and the red paint, of course, is definitely cold paint. So we'll just wait another moment for the lag. $28 if anybody is interested in him. Again, I think he would look great if you're into collecting snowmen. Maybe you want to put together a gift for somebody. I know that Laura and Mary Beth, they take these planters, they put like gifts in for people, and then they put some cellophane around. How fantastic would this be if you were going to somebody's house this upcoming season? It would make a great welcome gift to them. Maybe put some cocoa in it, and they could have their fun little snowman friend. So mine was okay. So I'm just trying to keep up with the chat to see if anybody knew who made it. So we'll put him to the side. We'll keep it moving. We'll bring him back for the recap. Over to you, Amie.
All right. I am going to do, yes, if you haven't done a refresh in a while, Kim just said it took her 3 times.
Wow.
Glenn's asking, what year do you think the planter's from?
I think the planter's probably from the mid 1960s, Glenn. I would say he's probably from like
60s as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe that 63 to 65 era when they started to get more into the I don't know. I don't want to say hippie or folky style things, but he's probably just with the whimsy. I'd say he's from the mid 60s, definitely.
Yeah, I would say that too. Yes. All right, so I have a choice round up next, and it is antique Santa postcards. And I have 5 of them from the same series. And what I can tell you about the series, they're all really cool. There's actually 8 different images from the series, but I have 5 of the 8. So there's a few other ones that are out there. But the series is called His Busy Day. Okay, and these are all embossed and foiled postcards, and they're all antique, and they're all different, every single one. So this one here, the first one that I was showing, this one I'm calling Toys, because you can see Santa's got his toy bag, and this one is backed in green, and they all have these cool borders with holly and berry and kind of a little different kind of wood grain picture frame, if you will. This one does have a postmark of 1911 on the back side. All right. Some of them have postmarks. Some of them are unused. But this is the first one. So Toys from His Busy Day. Number 2 is Stocking. All right. Here is number Stocking, also backed in green. So he's getting that stocking ready to fill with goodies. This one has also a postmark on the back, 1910 from this one. All right, there is Stocking. And then we have Letters. MJ, I see you. Thank you so much. We have Letters is going to be the next one. And this one is backed in kind of a darker red for this one. You see meow meow. There's a little kitty down here with the mail bag. This one has not been used. Not been used on the back of that one. And then this one is Painting. This one I'm calling, kind of gave them these all different names, but he's painting all of the little toys there. He's painting on the top. This one is backed in green. And this one has a postmark of 1914 on the back. Lake Odessa. Hey, I know where that is. It's not very far from me. And then the last one, Chrissy and Timmy and Chrissy back in there at 11. Thank you all so much. This is the last one, and this one I'm calling Candy. You can see he's got a Tussie Mussy here, overflowing with goodies, candy cane, and then he's been into the sweets down there at the bottom. This one does not have a postmark, but it has been used on the back. Okay. So I'll go back through them one more time before we count it down. And yes, there's some more designs from the series as well. They're all great. All embossed, all have a little bit of gold foiling going on as well. So this one's Candy in the red. This one is Painting in the green with the toys. And this one is Letters backed in red with the cat. And this one is Stocking, backed in the green. I loved it. I couldn't decide. That was my problem. I could not decide which ones I liked, so I got all of them. And this one is Toys. All right, so I'm going to do a countdown. Let me get caught up on the chat. Timmy and Lisa back in there, and I'll try and get them all out here as we count it down, but that's how we're going to claim. All right, that's how we're going to claim by the subject matter: Toys, Stocking, Letters, Painting, or Candy. Okay, so let's count it down. We're looking for 15 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. His busy day. He certainly was.
And this is a Santa. This is a Santa we all love too. This version.
Yeah. I loved the imagery about these. All right. There is Karen's bid end. All right. At the end there, it looks like MJ had a just in case of 19. Timmy had a just in case of 23. Chrissy had a just in case of 24. So Chrissy for 24. Let me know which ones. And Letters, Painting, Candy are those 3. And then the other ones are Stocking and Toys.
And did you find these all at the same time, you say?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Letters and candy. That's what Chrissy
Letters and candy,
Letters and candy
is going to Chrissy. Okay, you got it. Chrissy, thank you so much. So let me take those out of here. We've got candy and letters. Okay, so what is left is stocking, painting, and toys. So all of the green backed ones, although all different variations of green on those. So backup's going to be Miss Timmy.
I love his pose there. The one that's painting. Santu's painting. He's got a good stance there.
He does, yeah. After Timmy's going to be MJ, and then it will go to Lisa if we have some passing. All right, so Timmy. I'm waiting on Timmy. We got toys, stocking, and painting. They're all like super detailed too.
She said
okay, she wanted the letters. No worries at all. No worries. MJ, let me know.
And they're all of him smoking a pipe. He's multitasking.
Timmy, I know Timmy collects Santa postcards. Have you seen the series before, Timmy? I'm curious if you have. Okay.
MJ
wants all the remaining. You got it, MJ. Thank you so much.
All right. It's going to be $12 choice, Amy. $12 choice, Amy. And these are really unique. I don't know who made them. I can just tell you they came from Japan. And I can speculate that I think they're from the 40s or the 1950s, okay? So it's going to be choice on these little figural bulbs.
Oh, my gosh. Okay? Is that a cupie?
So that's our first one. I believe it's a little cube right there. I don't know that I can see a big definition of wings on the back, but he definitely looks like a cube, okay? So this is going to be your first one. This one will be the baby if you're interested in the baby. So there is some paint wear. But up here, they're all 15 volt made in Japan. So they all say 15 volt made in Japan, and they all measure about 2 inches tall, okay? And they all work. So before I get in and show you guys everything, we're going to do a quick show and tell. So if you guys don't know, especially at Christmas time, if you guys have lights that you want to know if they work or not, once you start to get into like the C9s, it's a little harder, okay? So they have to kind of be the socket that's a little lower than that. So what you do is you have to get yourself like a little 9-volt battery. Now, these are probably C6 style bulbs. Yeah. So all you have to do is, and everybody thinks they're going to get electrocuted. All you have to do is you take the tip and you touch it together and then it lights. Okay.
That's so cool.
So merely all you have to do is make sure that the tip of the bulb touches both of the tips. So it makes a connection, and that way you'll be able to test if your lights work or not. So if you have a lot of those little sockets with the, and me and Joe were talking about this the other night. This was one of the earliest things I learned at Mother Tucker's when I was working there. Especially if you guys have like a mirror start or something that you need all the bulbs to work. Instead of driving yourself insane by putting them all in, you need to test them with a 9-volt. It'll save you a lot of time. So get yourself a 9-volt. You won't get electrocuted. If they start to get to a larger voltage like the C9s, it really doesn't work. So it has to be a smaller socket. So stick with your C6s and your C7s, okay? So these are also fun. You could wrap a wire around them and you could hang them on your tree. Or if you had a little socket, a little string of lights that took these bulbs, which some of the earlier ones do, you could use them again, okay? But again, they're glass. They're glass, and they do say Japan around the top, and they are about a 15-volt is what they say. So that'll be your first one. That one's your baby. Thank you, Robin. I see you in at 12. Bunny lovers, and I'm just going to be honest. I normally don't do this, but this reminded me of Dusty.
Oh, my gosh.
So we have the bunny here. It's a dapper little dude. He's got a cane in his hand. He's wearing his lounge jacket. He kind of reminds me of the Playboy bunny. So this came from these are all the same style or same company have you, and they all work. The wear on them, I think, is perfect. I think it's the perfect patina or the perfect wear.
I like that the paint has some wear.
So this one will be your second choice for bunny. And again, some of these figural bulbs, the $12 is nothing compared to what some folks pay. So this guy is your parrot. Can you guys see that's a bird right there? Let's get it to focus. So this one is your little parrot or your little parakeet. He has these fun, fantastic eyes in his little beak there, and it's painted pink into a cream color. And again, they all measure 2 inches, and they do all work. So that one's going to be bird. And this one I love. This little bulldog here.
Oh my gosh.
Is the cutest. Look how cute.
He's like a little circus dog.
Look how cute this little bulldog is there. He has just a little bit of wear around his mouth. He still has the paint they gave him on his mouth and then his fun little eyes there. So he's a fun little cute. Look at that. They put a little pink dot there on the tip of his tail too. So I think they're so cute. So Timmy's in at 13, and again, they all work. So again, all you do is you take your 9-volt, you tap the 2 together, and there you go. You can see it lights up. So, and it won't harm them either. So again, you'll claim dog, bird, super kitschy pieces, and they're glass again, guys. So their glass would be dog or bird. My favorite, one of my favorites. I love all these. Bunny. And then we'll say Cupid or baby. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on these. Timmy's holding it at 13. So we're looking for $14 or more. And let's count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Critter Girl's in at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. Again, they all work. I know that they were all made in Japan because they say Japan and they're 15-volt. And I believe that they're all pre-1950s. That's probably my best way to describe it. Pre-1950s because they're a nice thick glass too. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So Critter Girl had an 18, but Timmy had a just in case of 23. So Robin at 24. 24, you get first choice. Timmy, you'll have backup. So we have the dog. We had the bird. We had the bird, the bunny. And again, I couldn't find any of these online. And the Cupid or the baby, whatever you want to say it is. It definitely looks like a Cupid, but they kind of thinned it out where the wings would have been. So, and that'll be at 24 each, Robin. That'll be baby, bunny, dog, or bird. And again, they all work. I bought these years ago and forgot that I had them. And I thought, how fun are these? You could wrap wire around them and hang them on a tree if you want. You could actually put them in a socket if you don't mind, use them till they burn out. But they don't make bulbs like this anymore. Okay, baby bird dog. Okay. Baby bird dog is yours. Oh, I love that. All bees. Baby bird. Oh, wait. Baby bird and dog. So we have the bunny. So Timmy, let me know. Did you want the bunny? And that would be at 23. Isn't he so cool? And you can use him at Easter or at Christmas. So Timmy, let me know if you wanted the bunny. And I forget. No, thank you. Okay. So then.
Hey, bug.
So that goes back to Critter Girl then. Critter Girl at 18. Did you want the bunny at 18? The bunny at 18. And that may have been all that was bidding then. No, we have Renee. So we have Renee. So Critter Girl, did you want the bunny for 18? And Renee, did you? I should wait. I don't want to. I hate holding us up here. It's this lag tonight. It's moving super slow. Okay, so Renee, did you want the bunny? Did you want the bunny, Renee? And I'm pretty sure that was it then. Yeah, that was everybody. So, all right, Renee, you got it with an exclamation point. So they're yours, Renee. Thank you, guys.
All right. I have one handmade thing for the sale tonight. I'm working on getting some more things done. I think this will be my fourth annual All Handmade Christmas. I'm trying to figure out the date when that is going to be. But but I'll just bring like one or two things until I figure that out. I have one of my handmade wreaths tonight, and this one is one of my favorites. So it's got kind of textured green for the foil backer, and it's going to start at $40. So it is the wreath measures 11 inches in diameter. All right. And the centers here, if you've not heard me talk about that, is a scan from a greeting card in my personal collection that I didn't want to sacrifice the vintage or craft with it. But I do like to share these. So that is the cute little reindeer imagery for the center. And then throughout the wreath, it's covered with vintage as well. So foil, light reflector, flowers here, and some tinsel, and all vintage bulbs on here. So glass bulbs. This one's got a little bit of glitter on it. I don't know if that's picking up at all. A little stripy spun ball. Then we have this fun cupcake pick with Santa popping out of the chimney. Another satin ball. There's another little vintage bulb. Here's another reflector flower down there with some tinsel and red this time. Another little vintage bulb and a tiny little Santa cupcake pick, and another fun spun ball. I love those spun balls that have the kind of gold shimmery mixed in them. I'm running low on those. I found those new old stock in an estate sale a couple years ago, and I'm getting down to my last ones. On the back here, there is a red and white Mercury, not Mercury, Baker's twine hanger. I keep saying Mercury, and it is signed by me on the back. All right, and this is for indoor use only. Just because of the fragility, it's not something you want to hang on your front door on the outside. You want to keep this indoors. All right. Thank you so much. All right. I see Caroline was in there and Nikki's in there as well. Again, measures 11 inches in diameter. So we are looking for 42 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I did, and I'm proud of that fact, William, because I love those balls. I love me some spun balls. That's for sure. All right. I see some just in cases there. We're just waiting on Karen's bid ends. Hello, Anne. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, at the end there, Nikki, your 64 came in after the bid end. So it looks like we had a 45 from Anne. Nikki had a just in case of 48, but Caroline had a just in case of 63. So for 49, Miss Caroline, it is coming to you. Thank you so very much.
All right, $30, Miss Amy, $30. And I have never had one of these glass toppers. It's a triple indent. So it's a triple indent. So there's actually 3 indented sides on it. All right. I do believe that this is made in Poland. I believe it to be from the late 40s or the mid 1950s. What's also unique about it is that it's black. And you don't find a lot of black painted glass ornaments. So it's super mid-century. No chips or cracks to the piece. And I'll hold it like this again. It's a triple indent, so there's 2 here, 1 that you're seeing. It measures 12 inches tall, so it measures 12 inches tall. There's no issues to the post here on the top. The Mercury is fantastic, no major hazing or issues to it. It is a very unusual one. And again, the top on this is super mid-century, the way they did the squiggly line here around the top. And then some of the colors on the indented part here, you can see that there's an orangish red. There's some emerald green, and depending the way you turn it, some of those emerald green look a little black. And then in the very center there, it's a very burgundy color in the center there. So again, there's 1, 2, and then we'll spin it one more time. There's 3. So there's 3 indents, which makes these super collectible. You're lucky if you find one that's indented, let alone a 2-sided one, but this is a 3-sided one. So 3-sided indent. Here's what the base looks like. So there is a little bit of wear here to the bottom from going, that's many, many years of going on and off the top of the tree. So you do have a little wear right there, but no breaks, no repairs. Very, very, and again, this might even fall under the Fantasia company. And this would marry well with those ornaments. So if you bought this and used this as your tree topper, it would kind of look really good with the ornaments I just sold. So again, these are fun if you put them on receipt spikes. 12 inches again from the top to the bottom. 12 inches. They do make some that are a lot larger. But again, I do believe this to be from the late 40s into the 50s, maybe the very early 60s. But that would probably be no older or no newer than that. You can see how they did the leaf pattern there on the side. And then before we're done, I want to show you they also showed the squigglies on the bottom. Super mid-century. So that's what you're going to see when it's on your tree. So again, these are fun for aluminum trees. They look great on good old-fashioned, green trees or real trees. But again, these are really, really fun. So again, a triple indent, no damage to the indented parts whatsoever. There might just be the faintest paint wear around the outside here, like the outside of it. See if I can show any of it. I think it's probably, and that's probably just from storage there. You can kind of see a little bit of the silver right there. But I'll tell you, this displays beautifully. This is probably one of the nicest tree toppers we've ever found or offered up to sell. Around here, I can't find a bunch of these glass tree toppers to offer up for sale. And when they do end up for sale, they're very, very expensive. So when I find one, I'm excited that I can actually offer it. So 12 inches. Thank you for the bids. I got to scroll up here on my phone, and it looks like Joe is in at 38. So we're looking for 39 or more on the triple indent tree topper. Let's count it down just in case for active bidders. So we've been searching. I know. You just don't find them. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, it's a really, really unique tree topper. Painted black. Very mid-century. Going to look good on all of your Christmas trees, even on your receipt spikes. I think it's a fantastic, stunning piece. One you don't see that often. And no condition issues whatsoever. No condition issues whatsoever. So Nikki's in with a just in case. Thank you so much. There is our bid end. So Joe had a bid of 38. So for $39, Nikki Moss. It's coming your way. Thank you so much. Congrats.
Congratulations. All right. And thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. As always, we appreciate you being here. Okay. This is going to be my highest start item of the sale. And I have never, in my 14-ish years of selling ceramics, have I ever come across or had one of these to offer before. I just got her. What state? She came from Missouri. That's where she came from. And she is in excellent condition, I will say. But when I found her, and I'm going to disclose this right away, up in the hair, there was the teeniest little pinpoint, like just a shave off of her hair. I did paint touch up and seal that so it would blend in. It wasn't just a white spot gleaming. But otherwise, she does not have any chips or repairs. And just a little bit of crazing. She is made by Napco. She is the Napco Candy Cane Girl Belle. So she does have her foil sticker on the inside. And she is from 1957. So behind the clacker there, we'll say Napco. Let's see if we can move that out of the way. Napco 1956, excuse me, 1956. And then numbered there in the bottom. There is a series of 3 of these that all coordinate together. And then they also look pretty darn cute with the left and candy cane kids. So you can commingle your ceramic companies as far as candy canes go. And she has the little bit of holly, which I like that they added that up there. So there's different colored hair, a little bit different color poses for the other 2 that match with her, but I'll turn her around so you can see. For the most part, her red cold paint is pretty good. Back here, there's a couple tiny little itty bitty scratches down here at the base and another one right there. But there's not any major damage to her at all, which is pretty crazy. I know the left and candy cane kids, those most often, if I ever see them, they have some sort of repair or have taken a tumble, but she is not. So the candy cane up here is usually where there's an issue, or the wing tips for these, but she is pretty fantastic. Definitely a kitsch bucket list item as far as Christmas ceramics go. I was pretty excited to come across her out in the wild before because I had not. Besides seeing the entire set for probably close to $400 usually is the complete set for these. I never a lonesome gal out on her own. Leanne, I see you. Thank you so very much. She measures, gosh, I know I wrote this stuff down. Somehow it disappeared. She's 4 inches tall. 4 inches tall. All right. She's pretty epic. I have a couple candy cane kids in my Christmas myself, but mine are broken. Mine are broken. All right. Let's count it down for Leanne. We're looking for 66 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. She is very cute.
Amy, I've never seen one of these for less than $100. Honest to Pete, this is good. Whew. Rick actually has some of these in his booth.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Rick's got some good ceramics at that store. That's for sure. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Miss Leanne, she is coming to you. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $30. And I have one more of my activity or pop-up books. So $30. I have Larry's Little Lamb. You're going to get the original box. The box is in very, very good condition. This is probably from the late 1950s. It has never been played with, has never been used. This one is really, really fun too, especially on the religious side of Christmas. This is the one that has the pop-up nativity, okay? So before I get into the book, for your 30, you're going to get the original box, okay? It has the original paperwork because the plot to this book, Little Lamb Friend definitely befriends the community, and then he definitely becomes a fun little staple in their nativity scene. So that's why, of course, the reason for the season plays a vital part in this. So here is part of the creche or part of the stable. And then I'm going to do my best because I don't want to damage it. You have all the people that were in the book. They were never popped out. So if you wanted to, you could pop each one of those out. They have perforations. And then you could set up the little nativity scene. And it's really kitschy, too. It's all geared with little children that are playing the part of the nativity. And this also then duplicates what's in the book, okay? So there you have little black lamb friend. Let's turn it so you guys can see. There's our little black lammy. He befriended the little baby Jesus. So that's in there, okay? Also, a lot of these books are missing this front little part right here. This is like a little celluloid. It's a black little, it's a little ribbon, okay? So you're supposed to remove this. And after you're done reading and using the book, there are pop-ups. It says on the back here, so right here are the instructions. It says that you're supposed to remove that ribbon from the front, and it has a pin, okay, holding it. And then you're supposed to place this book, and you're supposed to play like pin the tail on the donkey, okay? But it's like pin the tail on the poor little sheep. So again, never been used. That's never been done. So, and then it measures about 12 by 10. So the illustrations in here are really, really fun. Everything that's supposed to be in here is supposed to be in here. So we have our fun little boy. He lives on the farm, and all of this opens. So again, I'm not going to open it too much and bend it because it's like new old stock almost. So there, that's supposed to open. It tells you the illustrator's name, and then you can pop this up. It's supposed to be all three-dimensional, okay? So again, this book is our little boy here. He grew up, lives on a farm. It even has the little bell right here. No rusting, has the original little jingle bell right there intact. He is out there working hard on the farm, trying to bring some Christmas cheer to everybody. And then as he's leaving the little stable, his little friend, the little black lamb, the little baby lammy, is his friend and helps him decorate the whole farm. You know, he's kind of the black sheep of the family, have you, but he's a black lamb of the family. Here, our little boy, he's bathing the little black lammy. Little lammy hangs out with the family. His dad reads the Night Before Christmas in front of the tree. And then here is one of our first pop-ups. So here, this pops up here. So you can see all of the folks heading to the church. So that's the church right there. So that's the whole community. And some of these characters repeat. You actually see these characters later on in the nativity scene. So they're heading up to the church. And then the next page here, you can see that they're all getting ready for the festivities at the church. Look at that snowman with the lollipops.
He's fantastic.
They're getting ready for the Christmas party. Everybody's going to have refreshments.
Wait. Look, go on the other side of the table. Where nope, other side. Look at the Santa nut cup. Can we?
Oh my God!
The Santa
Oh my God! Yep, absolutely. And that's very, very 1950s. All those graphics.
That's
Again,
awesome.
The book has no spells or no stains. Everything's included, including here when the fun little gift box spills open, and it's a three-dimensional look. The little chiclets box is still there. So the little chiclets box is still there because Lammy friend got into it, knocked it over, made a little issue. They were a little mad at Lammy friend there for a minute. And then he kind of disturbs them as they're reenacting the Night Before Christmas. He's busted in there on the side. Then little Lammy friend actually befriends. He kind of calms the little baby down who's playing baby Jesus. So everybody's okay with it. They kind of continue. And again, all of these children here are on that pop-out nativity. So you can have it become completely three-dimensional. And then that is the reason for the season, the Night Before Christmas, when little baby Jesus was born. And there it comes to an end. So again, in very good condition, all the components are there. You get the box, you get the nativity, everything is complete, and it's never been used. So let's go ahead and count it down. Robin's in at 33. So we're looking for 34 or more on Larry's Little Lamb. So counting down, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We got buttermilk and cream in at 35. Timmy has a just in case of 40. MJ has a just in case of 37. And again, unused, no smells, has the book. Really, really good condition. And this is a fun one. This is a fun one. And especially, you know, if you guys want to pop out that nativity and use it, you can definitely do so. So thank you guys. There's our bid end. So with Timmy's just in case of 40, Robin Watson, it's yours for $41. Thank you so much, guys.
So wait, is that the official last Christmas pop-up book that you have?
Let's just say Jason bought a collection and he doesn't want to give them up, but then he realizes that this is his living and he needs to sell them. So
you had a lot of great ones. You've had a lot of great ones over the last few weeks. Some that I had not even seen before. Yeah.
There might be one more before the end of the year.
Maybe. Okay. Okay. I have not I've never had this guy either. And I've seen him, but I've never had him. Now this is Knickerbocker, made by Knickerbocker, and this is Baby Santa, and I will show you his tag. All right, there it says Baby Santa, and it's dated 1955 on the tag there. All right, and now I will say when I found him, this was the hat I found him in. This is not his original hat. He would have had a different style of hat, but this was, I don't know, whoever had him, this was their replacement hat, and I think it's pretty nice. It's like a velvety hat with the jingle bell, and then there's little flocked holly leaves and berries up here, but that's not his original hat. I just wanted to say that right off the bat. But I think it fits him really well, and I think he's very cute. Now I'm going to take his hat off, and then you can see, look at his little baby hair.
Oh my God, I love it.
It's blonde. Did you know that? But he was born with a beard. Who knew? But his face paint is really nice. So he is soft vinyl. All right. He doesn't squeak or anything. Soft vinyl. Now they did make him in a larger size as well, but this is the smallest size that you could get him in. And he's in the permanent seated position. His fur is pretty nice. Now, there's just, some discolorations and things on the white fur, which is pretty typical for plush from the mid-century. But there's no holes or anything weird with him. He's in pretty good shape, and he does sit really nicely as well. He doesn't have any beans in his bottom or anything. He's not weighted, but he is plush stuffed. He's not sawdust or anything like that. He is just nice and squishy. But I did like this hat. I like that they at least had a hat on him. And there he is. I think he's darn cute. If it were me putting this into something or putting this, I would use, I don't have a sideways postcard, but I would use like a little postcard to display like in his little lap or something like that. I also have, these are coming later, I have some vintage Christmas photographs that would also be really cute to display in there. But he's just adorable. He measures 8 inches tall, not including the hat, but to the top of his head, about 8 inches, and then about 5 inches at the widest point. So I see Miss Catworms in there at 28. Thank you so much. We are looking for 29 or more, and we are going to count him down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Brittany. Welcome in.
I love how he's kind of side-eyeing you a little bit.
He is a little bit. Yeah, he's a little like, I'm going to put you on the naughty list when I get old enough. That's what it looks like to me. William, I'm watching you. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, I had 2 just in cases of 35 at the end, and in the event of a tie, go by who I see first in StreamYard, and that is Catworm at 35. So congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, $20, Amy, and this is very mod, very mid-century. These
you said 20, right?
20. Yep. This group of carolers is very, very mod, very mid-century. Now, a lot of times when you research these online, this sculpt right here, it's attributed to Holt Howard. I've never found it in a Holt Howard book. It does look very Holt Howard style. All it does is have the stamped Japan on the bottom. Okay. So hello, Pam. How are you? Good to see you. If you love the mid-century style pieces, I think this would look great in your display. It is that ceramic composition. So it's like a ceramic composition, kind of like a lot of the angels and things you see like this from the 1960s. But these are the choir boys. There is no chips. There are no cracks. Very, very good condition. I love their haircuts. I love the way, you have the trio, 3 different sizes. And again, you can see that it is stamped Japan on the bottom. So it is double-sided. They kind of like antiqued it a little bit. This was kind of the fashion of the ceramics or the figurines for Christmas in the mid-60s. So this is where they kind of ended up. And I kind of love it. So if you're into those angels or that kind of sculpt or that kind of look, especially if you're into mid-century, these guys are going to look really, really fun. Again, I don't believe they're Holt Howard, but whomever said that or said they were, every time you image search these, they come up Holt Howard. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
But they're not in the book, Holt Howard. I mean, I wish they were. They have the look. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not. So they measure about 7 inches wide. So they're a little wider than tall. They're about 6 inches tall. We'll get in here so you guys can see. I love the oval mouths because they're caroling, they're singing. You can see that the candle there. And again, no flaking. Sometimes the paint on these will flake off and have some major issues. Even down here, this is what they did. They had a bigger hole here for firing. They would put like a piece of paper over it before they painted it. That's still intact. You can see it's marked Japan. So it is that not paper pulp composition. It is that ceramic composition. So it's like a thin ceramic that I think it was prior to resin. I think it was their way of making the process a little cheaper, and they're a little lighter. So it's almost as if they whipped up some ceramic in with a pulp, and then they poured them into molds. So we'll just quickly show you the faces on them, how cute they are. The little mouths are actually pink. I bet you that's actually a day glow. It faintly will glow, not too much, but will faintly glow. So thank you all for the bids. Brenda is our highest bidder right now at 25. So we're looking for 26 or more. And again, there's no condition issues, no neck repairs. And these are probably from the mid 1960s. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 26 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Definitely a unique set that you don't see that often. And if you're putting together like a collection of carolers with angels, these guys would be awesome to be the center of that. I'm with you, Shannon. Age of Aquarius, absolutely. They do have that very mod mid to late 60s look to them. You're exactly right. So there's our bid end. So our last top bid was from Brenda. So Brenda bought. We said it right. Coming to you for $25. Thank you so much.
We're going to forget it now. Yes. All right. Congrats, Brenda. All right. My next round's going to start at 30. And I did switch out. I had some gold indent Mercury bead garland previewed. What I didn't realize is that one of the ends was loose. So I have to restring or reattach the little metal loop at the end so that it doesn't come undone. But I switched it out for some silver ones, which I think was probably a good trade. And this actually is significantly larger than the gold one that I had. Now, I will say this is one continuous loop. Whoever previously owned this did tie both of the ends together. So it's one continuous loop, but it's all little mini indents, which is my favorite kind of Mercury bead garland. So it's all silver, but then there's different kind of colors that are on the inside of the indents. All right. And I tried to count, and I think there's 5 or 6 popped beads. I think there's 5 or 6. So right in here, you can see that there was one there that has popped, and there's a couple, see, like right in here, there's a couple right here. Okay. If you want to, you could just break those out of there. I just leave them. Usually I just leave those. Hello from France. Hello, Jean. Is it Jean or Jean? But welcome. So here is, so you can kind of see that there's like pink and red and yellow. There's a little bit of blue and green kind of mixed in here. But the end, I'll try and show it to you, has the little cardboard star on the end and then the little metal, but that is actually like tied together. So that's why it's one huge continuous loop. Now I did measure this, and I do my best to just measure the bead length, and I'm going to try and get this out of here. Okay. So the bead length, just one single, so doubled up. So it's 104 inches, which equals 8 feet, 8 inches. Okay. But that is because it's one continuous loop. So it's actually double that length. So it's significantly longer than that. It's a good chunk. So if you draped it in the front and then kind of ran it around, you could totally use it that way. Or if you wanted to, you could cut it apart and then put like a little piece of cardboard on the other end of it just to make it, you know, have 2 ends if you wanted to do that. But this was how I found it, so I'm leaving it the way that I found it. Miss Sally B, hello, hello. I see you at 31. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 32 or more. And like I said, there are 5 or 6 that I could count popped beads in here. So I can see there's another one down in here. So I think I did my best to try and count them, but I think that there's 5 or 6. Okay, let's count it down. Looking for 32 or more on the little mini indent. And these are 1/2-inch beads, by the way. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And it's Jean. Okay, welcome.
I have only found one set of indented garland one time in my life.
I have some bigger ones. I have some bigger ones that I like to display with my little tabletop aluminum tree. Just kind of around the base. That's how I don't put it in the tree, just around the base of the tree. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. All right, looks like at the end there, Sally had a just in case of 55. Nikki Moss had a just in case of 57. So Nikki is going to be the winner at 56. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $10 choice. $10 choice, and I have some unused Christmas wrapping paper. Okay, so the first one here, and it starts at $10, is unused. I am going to send a little scrap piece that I have. I had a little scrap piece that came with it. So you'll get the scrap piece for free if you claim this one. So this fun little kitschy scene, this one measures about 2 feet by 2 feet. So when you open it up, it's about 48 inches by 48 inches. So we'll open up part of it for you. I don't want to wrinkle it too much or anything. So it's an overall really good condition, maybe a little light browning to it, but I really feel like that's supposed to give it the extra detail. So you have all these fun, cute little forest critters here, especially if you guys
I have a piece of this wrapping paper.
If you guys are into kitsch, I think this goes along with anything that y'all would collect. So we're just going to hold it like that. So there is a top to the tree. It says, "A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year." We have our fun little deer friend here. We have all these other we have a little lammy. We have a little bunny, a squirrel, a little bear. All these little cuties are hanging out. And again, this is unused. Although I've had wrapping paper before folded like this. This is the way it came, okay? So it actually came out of a disintegrated pack, and the other ones were not nearly this kitschy. So this would be fun if you wanted to use it as part of your background. Maybe you want to cut out one of those little scenes and frame it. I think that would be cute. Maybe you would make little frames of it, or you could just use it, like I say, as the backdrop. So this is going to be your first choice of the new old stock. And I do believe it's all 50s, probably 50s, 60s paper. And this one has the little scrap. So this is good, of course, if you want to cut out some little pieces. So that'll be your first choice. That one we're calling deer. If you guys love kitty cats, I have this fun.
Oh, my goodness.
And this I actually got at the Midwest Holiday Show. It is these fun little kitty cats. They're in these red little mittens. You can actually see their little paws pushing through the mittens there. And it has this awesome black background. And it is unused. And this one measures about 28 by 19. 28 by 19. So maybe slight discoloration due to age, but super vibrant. A really, really neat piece of vintage wrapping paper. So here it is. When you open it, you can see that it repeats. And it is these two little kitty cats. One has some kind of light tan details. The other one has some darker gray details. And these are the kind of colors I love this time of the year. Look how that's my favorite color, green, when they make the holly like that. And you can see that it's repeating mittens. And the two little kittens, they didn't lose their mittens. They're hanging out in their mittens. So it'll be choice between cat and then our little wilderness friends right here. Let me get the scrap piece here. So our little wilderness friends right here, we're just going to call it deer or cat. Okay, that's the closest I could get to a good choice round with some kitschy animal wrapping paper. So winner will claim deer or cat. So Timmy's in it right now at 14. So we're looking for 15 or more. Again, this one, before we count it down, this one measures about 48 by 48, about 2 feet by 2 feet, not counting the scrap piece. This one here comes in 28 by 19, and neither of these have been cut. So that's just the way they measure. So 15 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Choice on either the deer and the wilderness friends or cat the little kittens with their mittens. Again, these are both super kitschy. They're different but similar because they both have animals. So I think they're fantastic. I love them. The kitty cat one and then this one. And you said you have a little piece of this one, Amie.
I do have a little piece of that. Yep.
That definitely has Amie written all over it. That screams Amie. So there's our bid in. Thank you so much. So Timmy had a just in case of 23. Nicole, well, Wanda had a just in case of 18, but Nicole would be top bidder at 24. So Nicole, did you want the cats or did you want the deer? Timmy, you'll have backup at 23, but Nicole, you got first choice. Of course, you can take both. Did you want cat or deer? Oh, deer or cat? Both of them are yours. Thank you so much. They're really fun. They're different too. Thank you so much, Nicole.
I would never be able to decide between those.
I couldn't either.
They're so cute.
I couldn't either.
All right. I have an angel for my next round, and she's pretty good. She's pretty good. Now, I have one of these in my personal collection that's blue. She's all blue, but I've never come across one of the pink ones before. Now, her dress is white, all right, but her hair is light, like cotton candy pink. And she's in really, really nice condition. Very clean, no holes in the stockinette on the wings at all. She's very, very nice. Now, she is a pose doll. She's made by Jestia, Jestia, Japan. I have actually had one of these before with the original hang tag. So you can kind of pose her, but this would be her like manufactured pose where she, if you hung her or you sit her, she's kind of like flying. Okay, so that would be how she would originally come. She does have her little little wire hanger here at the top. She's taking the felt. She's taking the felt with her. She kind of, when she hangs, she just kind of floats kind of in the air. But she is fully armored, so she has armature in there, so she is poseable. So her arms have bendy in, but they are stockinette covered. So like we usually mention, if you want to bend these, just be careful. Don't be too rough on it. So you don't want the armature to poke through. And there's her little feet kicked up. And I like that they added the little gold kind of accents on there. So she has kind of a tulle little skirt. And then there's also a kind of little fabric dress underneath there. And at the front, she's got kind of a little felty collar with a bow. And the face on this, it's not, it is stockinette, but it's over kind of like some styrofoam. So very similar to like how standing pose dolls are. That's kind of how they did that. But she's got pink, she's got brighter pink kind of eyeshadow. And then they did a version of this with pink hair and like a hot pink dress as well. And then she's got her little halo up here. And the wings have little bits of glitter, just for some accent. But these are also poseable back here. But again, I would just be very careful if you want to pose that at all with the armature. Just be gentle on it because it can snap if you put too much pressure on it. Measurement for her, she is 7.5 inches long and about 4 inches to the top of the wings. All right, I see Richard's in there at 30. So we are looking for 31 or more, and she is just super nice condition. I can't really say that there's really anything wrong with her. There's no staining or anything going on with her. She's very, very well kept. All right, I see Miss Woodle one just popped in there with a 31, so we're looking for 32 or more. If you got a bid in there, you can use it just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I love the little kicked up foot in the back.
I do too. Like that.
Gives her some extra speed.
Extra speed.
Whee!
Whee! Oh my goodness. Lots of stuff there at the end. I'm just waiting for Karen's bid end, and there it is. All right. So looks like Nikki's straight bid of 49 beats out all the other just in cases except for Richard, who had a just in case of 75. So Richard, it's coming to you for 50. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Jason, I'm going to get you started and then I will be right back.
You got it. It'll be $20 choice. $20 choice. It'll be choice on some Mercury glass garland. Okay. This will be your first choice that you can choose from. I have a green set here and I have a red set. There are a few that have some paint wear to them on each strand. And there are a few that are popped, but it might just be one or two. Like you can see a little one there, maybe a little bit of damage on the one right there. But these are a very, very emerald style green, especially in the light. They both sets measure about 8 feet. So you're going to get about 8 feet. So I have very, very strung right there so you can see, okay? This one here on the one tip has a little squared little piece. Usually they have stars or something like that on the tip. That's what's on the tip there. So this will be your first choice at $20 if anyone's interested. This is a really different kind of green. It's actually a different green from what I had last week. And they are mainly, some of those look like they're double, but they're not. They're all little single little Mercury beads and they measure 8 feet. So that's going to be your first choice. Let's hold them up here like this so you guys can see them. There's not a lot of slack in all of them. There's not a lot of looseness in them. So it's a pretty close to 8 feet you're going to get of Mercury glass. So that's going to be your green one you can choose from. Now I have a red one. And these are great for Christmas. These are great for Valentine's Day. There is a little bit of paint wear. You can see like on one or two right there. You can see a little more silver coming through. But these on both ends, this set here has its original little star tips, which is really, really fun. And these are just a little larger than the green ones. So they're about the same size, but they're just a little larger than the green ones. And there might be a few popped ones on this set, okay? Like Amy says, if you want them off, you can break them off or, you know, let the strand loose and pull them off and restring them. I kind of leave them because if you're going to put it on a tree, you can just spin that broken part. As long as you're careful, you can spin it and put it right so you don't see it. You know, tuck that in the tree. So again, both strands that you can choose from, they're about 8 feet. They're at least 8 feet. Let me put it that way. They're 8 feet or a little bit more. So it's not like they're under 8 feet. So they're 8 feet or a little bit more. Like right here's one popped. Okay. But you're not going to find a ton of them that are popped, just a few. Okay. So, and actually let me hold these next to each other. So hopefully on the screen, you can see that the red ones are just a little larger than the green ones. Okay. So I'm not sure if that's in manufacturing. I don't know if that's in the era that they're made, but these two look good together. So if you're looking for 2 sets to string on a tree for your traditional Christmas red and green, I think they would look good together. So thank you all for the bids. I saw Chrissy in with a 21. Minx is in at 22. So again, you'll choose between the green set, and that has the one little squared tip on it. A few of them do have little chips on them. Overall, you might be reading a lot of silver, but these are truly, truly green. But the ring light's pulling out silver in them. And then you have the red ones with just a few popped beads. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. It will be on choice. We are looking for 23 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I kind of draped these out of the one planter. These are fun. You don't have to use them on your tree. You can drape them into your decor, run them, you know, on the perimeter, run them up your on your mantle if you want to. And these are great also at Valentine's Day. That's a great red to use for Valentine's Day. So there's our bid end from Karen G. Thank you so much. So it looks like Minx had a 22. So Chrissy at 23. Chrissy at 23, you get first choice. Did you want the green set or the red set? And again, they both come in at least at 8 feet. Minimal popped beads. The red set is yours. Thank you so much. So Minx, you have backup. Did you want the emerald green set? Also good for St. Patrick's Day. Did you want the emerald set at 22? So Chrissy, you got the red ones at 23. And I think our other bidder was Minx. And Minx, did you want the green set at 22? All right. It's yours, Minx. Thank you so much, ladies.
Yay. Congratulations. Okay. All right. My next round is going to be a little planter. And I do not actually know the manufacturer of this guy. I actually couldn't find him. I've seen some shakers that are very similar to this, but I've never come across this particular planter before. I am a deer person myself, have quite a large deer collection, but I've never seen this guy before. And he is just a little planter, and I like that he could be a Christmas deer or he could be a non-Christmas deer as well. But I like his pose. He's very different. So no cold paint on this guy that you have to worry about. There's the front on with him. He looks like he's getting ready to leap and bound, or pounce. I don't know if deer pounce, but I really like the shape of him, and he is fully glazed, and I cannot find any, like, besides a little bit of crazing on him, there's no chips or repairs to him, and he's just covered with the little fawn spots all over. On the inside of the planter, I'm trying to look in there. There's not really, I don't really think that a plant was in there. I don't really see any remnants or calcification or anything like that in there. He's pretty clean on the inside of the planter, and he has just stamped Japan on the belly, but he's a mystery. He's a little mystery critter. I do not know who made him, but I have seen some salt and pepper shakers kind of with the same kind of style of eye painted like that, but I do not know a whole lot about him, but I just really liked him. He's kind of chunky too, and I think there is enough room in there where you could put, I don't have a regular bottle brush tray handy, but I think that there's probably enough room in there where you could put a bottle brush tray. Like, as far as depth goes, it's not like super deep in there. So I was thinking maybe like candy canes or something, but it's not really deep enough for a candy cane. Maybe mini ones would fit in there. But Jason, have you ever seen this before?
No, and I'm in love with him because he's a little thick, chubby dude. I love it.
He kind of is. And he's got a humongous tail on the backside. I just really liked him. Measurement for him, he is 4.5. Oh, he's 4.5 by 4.5. So he's pretty square. And I like that they did little pops of pink in his ear as well. But there's no chipping to him. I couldn't find him. So I don't know, maybe they didn't make very many of them. And I suspect usually these aren't kind of one-offs. There's probably another one. I bet you that there's probably another planter that's facing a different direction and a different pose. That would be my guess for him. Hershey Kisses would be good in there. I agree, Gavin. Totally. Chocolate's good in anything.
Well, this is true. This is true.
We will bring him back. We will do a recap at the end. We'll bring him back. We'll get Jason going.
All right. $22, Amy. $22. And it's been a long time since we have found any of these little pixies.
Ooh, yes.
And I believe these were made by the Joseph Company. Correct me if I'm wrong, Amy. I think these were Joseph. So wait, I think that's a 24 for you.
I see Desi. I see you. Let me go back for that lag here. All right, I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. Desi, have you purchased from me before? Everybody's screen names just are throwing me off, and I cannot remember.
I know, me too.
All right, there is the bid. And from Karen, thank you so much. All right, so Desi, it is coming to you. Just make sure and email me your information. Thank you so very much. All right.
$22.
22. There we go.
Yep, $22.
Oh, that owl. Yes, you're right. Thank you.
So they came in many different sculpts doing many different things. A lot of times when you find these, they're broken or they have repairs because of their extremities. This little guy is in really, really good condition. So I think this guy here would look good if you added him to your Pixie collection. Maybe this would be the first one you get, and then you're going to start to collect the rest of them. So $22. Let me take him off the board here. I thought he displayed better like that. But he is a really, really fun, cute little pixie. And he is dressed in his little Santa Claus attire. Look at that adorable little face. There is a little bit of paint wear to his boots. I kind of left that. It's just right there on the tip. It looks like he was trumping through the snow, honestly. Cold paint is great on his belt. The eyelashes, the fun little brown eyes. There's no damage at all to the legs. Like I was just saying, a lot of times you find these. One of the legs have been completely broken off and repaired. I love these pixies because they also flare toward the feminine side, I think, with a lot of the ermine and a lot of the fur around the legs. So depending how you want to depict these and use these in your collection, I think they're really, really fun. So there would have been stickers or something on the bottom. I think they're long since gone. Here's what the back looks like. There's no paint wear here to the back. So let me spin him around here. I love the fact that he's a blonde too. Let me give you the rough measurements. He's about 3.5 inches tall. He or she's about 3.5 inches tall and about 3 inches wide at the widest point. So again, you can see the eyelashes, the black eyes, the ruby red lips, along with the blush on the cheeks. It's getting washed out, but in person, there is a flesh tone to the face. So the face is not just white. The face has a flesh tone. And then this is all bright white up here. So no issues to the pom-pom, no other condition issues whatsoever. And the leggings here that our friend is wearing, it's a dark, dark green. And I'm sure you guys can see that. And then we got some black boots there. So again, a really, really fun one. And some of these pixies are doing some exotic stretches and dances.
They're very flexible
in this series. And they were all very susceptible to getting broke. Oh, Joe, you hit the nail on the head. Definitely has a Lucille Ball kind of look about it. Absolutely. So I think this one just by itself, of course, it's the only one we found. I think this one would look fun if you mixed it in with your bottle brush trees or your other pixies or your other ceramics. Like if you had your shopper girls, this would be cute. Like, took a spill, I fell, whoops, and they're just kind of shopping around. So thank you, Ruthie. I see you're 25. We're looking for 26 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on the Joseph little pixie. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 26 or more. The bid end from Karen G. Again, I think they had a ton in this series.
I think there's 6.
There's a large amount of them.
So there's 6 or 8. I cannot remember.
And I know I have a few in my collection, but I don't know which ones I have. So, all right, Miss Ruthie B, congratulations. It's coming your way. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right. Let's see. This is also something I've never ever run across in the wild before. And I've run across the smaller versions of these that are usually 2 of them, but I've never run across this bigger one before. And this is made by Lefton. She does have her foil sticker there on the bottom, and she is meant for a pillar candle holder. The ones that I see most often, they hold votive candles, but she's the big one, and I just have never seen her out and about before. And she actually has an original store tag on here, which I liked. I didn't want to take that off of there because it's probably been on her forever. The Walker Company, I don't know. She was originally $5.95 and marked down to $3. So I'm not sure where that store was, but they put their sticker right there on the front. But she does not have any damage. She does not have any chips or repairs. I'm trying to see if there's a little bit of crazing. Not too bad though. Not like significant. And no cold paint on this one. Everything is fired on there. And hello, what a day, Rose. Hello, hello. She's very cool. Now, I also thought that this would be a good riser for something if you wanted to put something up on here. Now, in my preview, I had her up there. I mean, you don't have to put a figurine up there, but if you wanted to put a bottle brush tree or actually use her as a candle holder, I know that they make wax candles, but they're battery powered still. but they're coated in wax, so they look more like a real candle. If you actually wanted to use her as a candle holder, that would be what I would use her for. And they have painted a little pop of pink on her wings, which I like. I always enjoy a little pop of pink on there. And then she's got a little flippy hairdo on the back side. And there is the back of her. And her little crown is all holly leaves and berries. I thought she was very cute. Measurement for her is 4 by 4.5. And the top diameter of this would fit a 3-inch pillar candle. So 3 inches in diameter. Have you ever seen this, Jason?
No, I never saw one that big. I'm actually amazed. I never knew this one existed.
Yeah, I knew she was out there, but I just have never ever run across one.
Never.
This was at a really cool Christmas market. I can't wait to edit that video that I found her at. But she was a new one to me. Luminera. Wow, I can't say that, Janine. Luminera.
I think you're right, Amy. I think you got it.
Is that the battery powered kind? Yeah. All right. What a Day Rose is in at 20. So we're looking for 21 or more. Let's count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bidet.
I'd love to have the small ones on either side of her. That would be really fun.
Okay, let's see. There's a just in case from Nikki. And hello, Justin. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble. All right, there's Karen's bid end. All right, looks like What a Day Rose had the high bid at 20. Nikki had a just in case, so 21 to you, Nikki Moss. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20, and I didn't have the room to preview this, so this was not in my preview. And this is actually one of those unique things that you kind of want for your display. So I have this doormat or carpet or runner. I believe it's from the 1960s or the 1970s. It says Season's Greetings. There are no stains. There's no issues. And the graphics on it are very, very vibrant. So if you guys are looking for a doormat, I believe that you could put this by your door and wash it if you wanted to. I think this would look fantastic in front of your fireplace, maybe underneath your Christmas tree. Okay. So it is made of like a interwoven fabric, like a cotton have you. It's really, really clean, very crisp. You can see it has the holly details all the way around, some candy canes. We have Santa Claus there with a teardrop style ornament, which I think is just fantastic. The font Season's Greetings. Again, I believe this is from the late 60s, early 70s. We have the Christmas tree over here. So there's no tag to tell me the manufacturer, although you can tell this is factory made. So the measurements on it, it's roughly about 38 inches wide it's about 38 inches long by about 24 inches wide. So if you wanted to, you could tuck this top over. You could put a dowel rod in it, and you could use it as a wall hanging if you wanted to. So you could definitely use it as a wall hanging. I have it in front of my face. I can't see. Hopefully you guys can see everything that's on it and how great it is. So again, I have a few of these and I use them. And trust me, you're not going to walk into an antique mall and find these. These aren't around anymore. And you go on eBay and you try to find one of these.
You told me about these rugs years ago, and I have never laid eyes on one.
You try to find one of these vintage doormats or one of these vintage throw rugs. They're just not out there. So I need to fold it in half so I can show it to you. It's very crisp and clean, and $20 is a deal on this if that's what you're looking for. So again, you could put this on top of one of your carpeted areas. You could put this on your hardwood floor. You could put one of the anti-skid things underneath it, and you'd be good to go, because when this was manufactured, they didn't put the anti-skid things on the bottom. It was walk at your own risk back in those days. So again, and it's different too. You don't find a lot of things that say Season's Greetings. A lot of things are Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas. And again, there are no stains, there are no condition issues. And here on the tip, you can see it has all these fun tassels. sort of amazed nobody's interested. Usually, I mean, this is something you guys normally don't find. If y'all are decorating for Christmas, you know, maybe you have that walkway you don't use that often. I thought this would be a great addition. Maybe you would even want to drape it over a bed if you wanted to, since it's never been used or walked on. Maybe it's something you want to also drape over the back of a chair. You could drape it over the back of a sofa. And again, it's very, very mid-century looking. It's very 60s, 1970s, which seems to be the fashion. There's no discoloration. There's no staining. And this is the first one I've ever found. And I tried to do some research to see what they have online, and there are no different throw rugs on eBay whatsoever right now. So there's Santa Claus. You can see him. They gave him a red nose. He has the emerald green gloves. I love the fact that he's holding a very mid-century ornament. You have some candy canes on it as decor. And let's get in there so you can see it actually has the kind of has the holly up top. It also has the sort of the Christmas tree branches you can see there. And again, it just says Season's Greetings. $20 if anybody is interested. Again, it measures 38 inches wide. So it's 38 inches long by about 24 inches wide. All right. I'm surprised. I thought folks would have went nuts. All right. We'll set it to the side. Cool. Thank you for letting me show it to you.
All right.
And we'll move on.
We'll bring it back at the recap, you guys.
I'm surprised.
Okay. I have a pair. So this is for the pair. It's not for choice. I did find them at the same time, so I'm keeping them together. So I have two. So this is the pairing that you're going to get. Two vintage Christmas photographs. Usually don't pick up photographs, but I really liked both of these, so that's why they're coming as a pair. So the small one, we'll see if my camera, oh, look at that, it actually wants to focus. So it says Barbara Lee in pen up at the very top, but you can see the tree in the background covered with icicles, which I like, and some lights. And we have a little girl here in her armchair, and looks like she's reading to her little dolly in the chair. You can see that there's a little tricycle and a ball, and there's a couple other little toys on the floor. I was trying to see what was up there. It looks like there's, it's not going to come in probably. It looks like there's a little, maybe a lamb. There's a little ceramic planter up there on the shelf. But that one, so neither one of these have a date on them. But I do think that they're probably from the 50s, both of them. And here is the other one. And this one is so cute. We have him sitting here on the floor, and it's a little blown out, but he has a little fluffy cat plush that he's holding in his hand right there. And I love that Santa doll. I've actually seen that Santa doll out and about. There is a little kind of toy car here. There is something else back here, some other kind of toy back here on the back, but I love the Christmas ornaments on this one. Can you see that Santa? Oh my God. Googly eyes right there. And then it looks like there's Mercury beads on this one, and lots of tinsel. Really cool. Maybe 40s. Yeah, maybe late 40s on it. But neither one of them have a date or anything like that. Measurement for them, let me see. The bigger one with the boy and the Santa is 4 3/4 by 6.5, and the other one is 2.5 by 3 1/4. Okay, so you're gonna get the pair because they're both Christmas. They're both little kids. I think they're very cute if you collect Christmas photographs. I just don't see them very often. All right, Critter Girl, I see you at 18. Thank you so much. So let's count the pair down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Sherry.
Imagine if you had that Santa.
I know. I was so hoping like that I would come across one to pair with it, but I didn't. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, looks like Critter Girl had a just in case of 22, but Sherry got back in there with a just in case of 30. So Sherry, they are yours for 23, and Renee, your just in case did come in after the bid end. Thank you all so much.
All right, Amy, $18. $18 if anybody's interested. I have a fun, unique pair of salt and pepper shakers. They are actually of Santa's boots. Santa's boots. They are all cold painted. The cold paint is in remarkable condition. And then in the boot, you have some toys and candy canes and presents. So these came out of our personal collection. I had never had these before. I found them. And I don't know who made them, but I think they're really, really neat. They'd be great in your displays. They make great figurines. They don't have to use them as salt and pepper shakers. So you can see they have their original stoppers. They are numbered on the bottom. It says made in Japan. It's actually a green label. The belt on the front, I think, really great. Super crisp there. In the boot, you have the fun little Christmas presents. You have the 2 holes right there. You have the green present, the candy cane, and you have this fun little yellow style ball in there. So no chips or cracks. Cold paint's remarkable, has its original stopper in it. And before I show you the next one, I'll give you the measurements. They both measure about 3 inches tall. So about 3 inches tall, and they are roughly about 2.5 inches wide. So again, I think it's fun, especially, I don't know if it's abstract is the right way, but I love to just see like little Santa's boots mixed into your display.
I like the buckle.
I do too. I think it's sort of fun. Maybe if you had a larger Santa figurine, you could imagine maybe Santa kicked his boots off and he filled them up with toys for the little kids. So then here is your other boot for the other little set. They both sort of face the same way. They kind of don't have a left and a right to them. They kind of just face the same way. And they have all the same little fun toys in there. There's no issues at all to the gold or to the black. Again, super fun ones that you don't see that often. And then you can see that they are marked on the bottom 50/140 made in Japan. So if you guys are looking for some cute little kitschy shakers to add to your display this year, I think these would be great and just $18. They're definitely different. I never really have many ceramics that have the green made in Japan sticker on the bottom, so I don't know.
I was just going to say the green Japan sticker is not one that I come across very often.
I don't know.
I've never seen these either.
I don't know who made them. So if you're collecting salt and pepper shakers and you're looking for unique Christmas ones, I think these are really, really different. You know, sometimes folks want the figural ones that are snowmen or Santas or elves, but I think these would be really, really fun. And these would be great to mix in with your displays. So again, no paint wear, not even on the stripes for the candy cane, not even any of the gold. And they measure, again, they measure about 3 inches tall by about 2.5 inches wide. So they're these fun, smaller shakers. I think they're really cute too. So, and again, they're completely cold painted, which I'm amazed that the cold paint doesn't have any condition issues. So
yeah, there's very little scratching on those for all.
There is.
That's pretty spectacular.
I will say that when I tell you guys they come out of our collection, I was very particular on ones that I kept for myself. I just don't have room where we're keeping some of the Christmas shakers, so I have to move some along. So Timmy, thank you so much for the 18. We're looking for 19 or more. Let's start a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. And again, these are made in Japan, salt and pepper shakers. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. There might be a tiny little speck of red paint missing right there. Yeah. These suckers are, I don't think they've ever been used. I think they were merely bought and used as decor figurines. All right, there's our bid end. Thank you so much. So Timmy, they're coming to you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Timmy. Okay. All right. My next item, I did want to say that I don't always touch up the ceramics, okay? But she was missing all the red cold paint on her, so I did go ahead and put that back, which is just the little holly berries and her lips. All right, that was all missing when I found it, And I've never come across any of the Joseph Christmas girls before. So she is Joseph Originals. Very hard to find these smaller Christmas Joseph girls. There is a couple more in the series that would all be from the same. She is dressed in pink. All right, she does have a pink dress. So there's no chipping on her. Okay, she just was missing the red cold paint, which I thought that she needed it. She needed it back. So I went ahead and touched up the berries just on the dress and her little lips because the red was missing. She does have the muff with the little ermine fur and the ermine fur trim on the bottom of her dress. A little hair bow on the top of her head is in gold. And then there's also gold little kind of branch detailing on the dress. Now, the Joseph Original sticker is no longer there, which would have been somewhere in the back there. But she still has her black and gold Joseph Japan sticker on the bottom. There is a little bit of crazing present on her. But overall, I think she's really lovely. I couldn't leave her behind because she was missing her paint. So I don't always touch up the paint, but I do always disclose if I do add that back on there. But measurement for her, she is 4 inches by 3.5. So that is the size for her. So she's more closer to those birthday month angels that Joseph did with the little rhinestones for each month. That's about the same size that she is. I see Miss Ruthie B is in there. Thank you so much. We are looking for 36 or more, and let's count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right, Ruthie, I see you just in case. Thank you so much. All right, we have a couple more rounds, you guys. Just a couple more rounds left. All right, there is a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Ruthie, she's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, $10 choice, and I'll move through these very quickly because they're all very similar, okay? These are very collectible. These are vintage Mercury glass ornaments. Some folks call them mushrooms. Some folks call them the old lamp style ornaments, but I've always called them mushrooms, okay? They're probably from the 1950s or earlier. And we'll claim them in what letter I have. So letter A, they have A and B both have replacement caps on them, okay? So that's the way I got them. Then C and D have their original caps, all right? These were really, really hot just about a year or so ago. I mean, sometimes they were getting $50 an ornament over on eBay. So they are going to just be $10 choice if anybody is interested. They're these great figural style, and they're very dainty. Mercury glass, so you can see. So they are Mercury glass. This is letter A, so this stood there on A. This is the replacement cap that somebody else put on there. Not me, but I'm happy they did, because if you want to hang it on your tree, you want one that is super secure, okay? So this is letter A. They all are roughly around 3 to 3.5 inches tall, okay? So there you can see the little bit of wear, but if you're into these older ornaments, and I say that these are pre-1950s because I don't know exactly how old they are. Some of these style, quote, mushroom ones can be from the 1920s, okay? We're just going to say pre-50s or earlier. Here is your other gold one. This one was letter B. That has a replacement cap on it, okay? And you can see it has the patina on it. It has a little gold band down here by my fingers. And then there's what the base looks like. That's what the underside looks like. So if you were into, you know, the whimsy, if you're into the patinaed, the early style ornaments, these are what you want to hang on your tree, because these were some of the earliest style, quote, figures that they really did, okay? So back in the day, they either called them lamps or they called them later the mushroom ones. I just think they're really fun and they're really cool. You hang them on your tree, it's going to give them a really different look.
And those have a flat, they look, well, the one that you had before, yeah, that one too, has flat wire for the hanger.
Yes. Yeah.
Sort of rounded wire.
Yep. Now, what makes them unique is the wire's similar, but the cap part, and I say cap right there, that's a replacement cap. So somebody must have kept the original wire but put a different cap on it. This one has the original cap, so you can see where it's a real
What happened, Jason? Uh-oh. Jason, come back. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. He's gone. I know. Jason, come back. Maybe he accidentally closed himself out. I have done that before. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened, you guys. That's a new one for me. Jason, what happened? I don't know if Tina's still in the chat or not. I'm not sure about that one. I've never really noticed the difference between the wire on the top. Jason, come back.
Here, Amy. I'm here, Amy. That was no fun. I went away. I'm back.
Yeah, what happened?
I have no idea. All of a sudden, everything went black and we were done. So I had to close it out and come back. So I don't know. That was I feared for my life there for a minute. So as I was showing, this is letter C. This is the original cap. Okay. So we do have wear, and then we'll pick up the tempo here. Here is letter D. The gold is a little darker gold, has the original cap. And then all the bases, they're all a little different because they're all hand blown. Okay. I don't know what happened, guys. It just, the lights went out in Georgia and we were out. So
I'm glad they came back on.
Again, A and B, all of them are original. A and B have different replacement caps. The hooks, I believe, are original. But other than that, these are super fun. So you can choose which ones you want. So we are in with Shiny Bright at 16. We're looking for 17 or more. Let's go ahead and count them down. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I do too, Joe. I just don't know, so I don't want to say. I'm pretty certain they are. Letter A is a darker pink than letter C, so you guys can see. And I don't really think the caps make a difference, because if you want to hang these on your tree, you want a cap that's going to be nice and secure. So, but these are super collectible. So there's our bid end. So it looks like Critter Girl had a just in case of 17 over top of, I think, 16. Yeah. So Critter Girl at 17, you get first choice. You can pick A, B, C, or D. And then it looks like Shiny Bright will have backup at 16. So Critter Girl, A, B, C, or D. And again, they all have a lot of good things going for them. Okay, so you're taking, no, they're fine. You're taking the ones with the original caps.
I just saw the board go down.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So then we have the two remaining with the replacement caps. So Shiny Bright, were you interested in either A or B? A or B?
And behind that, the first 10 is going to be Chrissy and then Chris.
Okay. And I don't think the replacement caps depreciates them all that much. I mean, you can find other ones out there and replace them if you want. So Shiny Bright, you're going to take a pass. So then we're back with, you said Chrissy back at 10.
Yep.
So Chrissy at 10, were you interested in the two remaining? They're all original except for the caps. So they will hang on a tree for you. So Chrissy,
I know, Karen, I have the same thing.
All right. So Chrissy is going to take B. She's going to take B. And I guess that's it.
Chris is going to be your other 10.
All right. So Chris, were you interested in the remaining one at 10? Chris, if you're interested, you could have the remaining one at 10, and that is the other pink one. All right, Chris, it's yours. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Congrats. All right. Yay. All right. I have a book, and it is a pretty old one. Not quite antique, but it's getting up there. Version of The Night Before Christmas. And it's pretty good condition. Now, it does have a dust jacket on the front. That does have a couple little tears. All right, I'm just gonna, but that's the point of a dust jacket, is to protect the book on the inside. But I can tell you that the dust jacket looks the same as the front cover. Okay, so You got the same imagery on the front. Now, this is the first edition of this one. It's from 1937 is the publication date on this one. So the story by Clement Clark Moore and illustrated by Thelma Gooch. I love that last name, Gooch. And there are some of the other books that were available at the time. I love that graphic right there with the reindeer flying in the sky. So we'll go ahead. And here's the publication. Really teeny tiny right in there, 1937, there in the center. But it is all color illustrations. Good night, Heather. Thanks for stopping by. I really like the illustration style. Look at that little sleepy puppy dog on his bed. Woof. There's the children's all nestled in their bed. Hello, Sandra. I see you. Thank you so much. So there's some black and white pages in here. So it's kind of a mixture of black and white and color in here. But there is that iconic imagery. I just really like that one. I like that whole spread there. Now the book on the pages, really nice condition. No tearing or anything going on with them. There's no scribbles on the inside. And we're not going to go through the story. Most of you know the story, but I did want to show the inside. I do actually really like this one in black and white. I do really like that one up on the housetop there. And here we are getting ready to go down the chimney. That's the same image that's on the front cover. And Robin, I see you. Thank you so much. Flip, flip. There's another black and white. Here's getting ready to unload the goodies. All the toys that are in there. There's even a little Pixie poking out of there. Here's filling the stockings and all the toys out in the living room. I really like how that tree is decorated. Really nice.
Oh, these graphics are
graphics, 1930s graphics. And here's the last page.
Oh, he's creeping. Santa's
Happy
watching.
Christmas all, and to all good night. And up the chimney he rose. There he goes. And there is that at the back page as well. And there's some more books there at the back that you could get, and flying through the air on the back cover. So it is hardcover with the dust jacket. Measurement on it is 9.5 by 12.5. All right. Sandra's in at 18. I saw Robin pop in there. So we're looking for 19 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yes, you guys, no sale on Thursday this week because it's Turkey Day.
I love when they're smoking the pipes. That's my favorite. See, that to me, that's still Christmas.
That's good. All right. And there's the bid end from Karen. All right. Well, Sandra, there's no number with the just in case. So I'm going to have to go with Robin on this one. Is going to be the winner at 27. Thank you all so much.
All right, Amy, $20. $20. And this is the last piece. This is the last new old stock advertising box that I have. So this one is sort of one of the ones that's sort of popular. They have recreated this a lot. This would have been like the one box me and Amy spoke about in a sale or so ago. This one is so popular. This is the one that they did duplicate. But this is original from the 1930s. So it's only $20 if anybody is interested. It is the Tinsel Rain, which is a different way of describing the icicles. These are this box is heavy, you guys. This is the very, very heavy. I don't know if you can see. This is the thick early 1930s style tinsel. That tinsel alone, you can put it in an antique store and you can sell that tinsel for $20 or more. But here you're getting the advertising box and the tinsel. So the font on the side is really fun too. It says icicles. It says for decorating Christmas trees. For decorating Christmas trees, here's what your top looks like. It might have just a little creasing to it. It says it will not tarnish because I'm telling you guys, this is the heavy, heavy aluminum tinsel. This is the kind that you put it on the tree. You're going to feel it when you put it on. So, but that's your front. It has the exposed window with the gazelle style leaping reindeer across the front. Again, this is 1930s, new old stock, never used. I can't believe the box is even here. Then there's your back side, and this one does not have the exposed window. So again, they called it Tinsel Rain, which I think is a fun way of describing it. Look at the very Art Deco designs on that Christmas tree, all the way down to the fireproof, and then the big, big icicles with the bold print. All right. No stains, no issues. This is the real deal. The estate I got this from, these were original pieces that they had. So this is not the reproduction. You can't reproduce that tinsel either. I mean, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's the thick, heavy, like literally one piece of this is the equivalent to a whole pack of our tinsel that we had in the 1980s. Yeah. So it measures 9.5 by 6, 9.5 by 6. You can see that there's no fading to it. There's no tears to the windows. A little bit of the tinsel's coming out. So there you can see how thick the
I've never seen it called Tinsel Rain, though.
Neither have I. I do know once we talked about when they reproduced the stuff, this was one that they liked so much they did. But this is pretty much, I guess, the way the company called it. Now, this is made by I think this is the only company that ever called it that. Words are tough. It is made by the National Tinsel Manufacturing Company, and they were out of Brooklyn, New York. So there it is right there. So we're in at 26 with Bug. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 27 or more. Again, this is from the 1930s. In just a few years, this will be antique. So let's count it down. New old stock, tinsel, Tinsel Rain. 27 or more, just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Lisa, I see you in at 30. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 31 or more. We are doing just in cases for active bidders on the really old, unused tinsel box from the 1930s. Such a good get these days. Such a good get. This is an investment. You guys find this kind of stuff and don't use it, this is going to just go up in price. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much. So Wings had it just in case of 40. Lisa had it just in case, but Joe had it just in case of 47. So Joe, my friend, it's coming to you for $41. Thank you all for the bids.
Congratulations. Very cool. Now I'm going to be looking for Tinsel Rain boxes.
It's good.
See if there's other manufacturers that actually call them that, because that's a new one for me.
Good box.
I wanted to clear up the last round. Sandra, so how I'm seeing it in StreamYard is Robin was at 15. Sandra had an 18 straight bid. Then Sandra had a 26 straight bid. Robin's just in case of 39. And then there was just in case, but no number following it. So that's why I gave it to Robin for 27. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. This is for the pair. This is not for choice. I'm keeping these guys together because I just found these two. All right. So they're going to stay together. And these are the little, they did make Santas like this as well, but these are little snowmen, and they are a little honeycomb decorations. So they're a little 3D honeycomb, and these are the kind that don't fold up. So they're permanently in their little open honeycomb, and these are really nice shape. Both of these are really nice shape. I have seen these before where a lot of the time they just get smashed on one side, but both of them are very nice. The one here has the little Made in Japan sticker attached to the hanger. The other one does not, but they have little paper eyes and those little berry kind of noses, and each one of them has a little chenille cane there on the side. This one is light blue, and then with chunky gold glitter around the hat. The red one here has a little bit more glitter than the blue one does, but both of them are really nice condition. There's the bottom of them. They were stored pretty nicely to keep them from getting a little squashed. Usually this is actually the Santas that I run across, not the snowmen, but they did both varieties with different colors. I love these. So cute. They measure 3 inches tall for both of them. So they can either sit around or you can hang them. So I would probably just sit them around. They're very lightweight as well. So let's cut them down. I see Lisa was in there at 14. Ruthie's back in at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I've never seen one with a blue hat. That's a first for me.
All right, Lisa, I see her just in case. I see Ruthie's got a just in case. And waiting on Karen's bid end. There it is. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, so Ruthie was at just in case 18, but Lisa was at just in case 20. So Lisa, they are yours for 19. Thank you so much. Right.
All right, $18, and you're going to get them both. These came out of our collection. I've had these little guys for a long, long time. They are made in Japan. I'll show them to you closer without a glare on their face, but they're little candle holders, okay? So for $18, you're going to get them both. When I bought these years ago, the individual I bought them from suspected that these would have been little cake toppers. So they're about the size of a birthday cake candle holder. So I do believe that they could have probably been used as cake toppers, but I've never been able to confirm that. So they're these fun ceramic made in Japan little Santa figurines. So you can see how they're painted. I do love the fact that they have these little blue belts to them. So then that little hole there would hold like a birthday candle sized candle. Okay. So folks, when I bought these, they told me that they believed that these would have been sold, and then you would have put them maybe on your holiday cake and you could have lit the candles. And then of course, you know, they would have been your little figurines. So you're going to get both of these little guys. Cold paint is remarkable. They stand about 2.5 inches tall. So it's your very traditional 1950s style Santa. And again, that little hole right there is to hold a candle. If you don't want to put a candle in there, you can definitely find something else to stick in there. A little tiny bottle brush tree. Maybe you find yourself a little cupcake pick, and you can nestle it in there. But these are just something I've never seen before, and I don't know the manufacturer. So that was the first one. Now you're going to get the second one, and they are holding the little candle hole in the same exact spot. And again, the fact that they have blue belts, I think, is really unique. They have their original made in Japan labels on the bottom. No chips or cracks to them. He does have a little bit of cold paint wear here to the back of his hat. And again, I think these are different. So $18, you get them both. That makes them $9 each. And I do believe that they are just little figurine candle holders. But like I said, the person that I bought them from insisted that they told me, sale on what? Yes, Tina will be having a Whatnot sale, Minx, on Friday at 7. And the person that sold these to me told me that they assumed, or when they got them, they were sold to them as little cake toppers. Amy, I always ask you, have you ever seen these little guys before?
No, I was just about to say, I've never seen these before.
I know you and I, our heart is with the ceramics.
Yeah.
But I have never, ever had these before, and I've never been able to find these online to tell me. So I thought maybe some folks with us tonight would be interested in some unique ceramics. Again, these are in very good condition, and all you need to do is find yourself one of the little birthday cake candles. And
or a tiny little bottle brush tray probably would fit in there too.
That too. And then this is all cold paint on his face. He has some cold paint here on his mouth, cold paint all the way around. I bought these from Lamar, never saw them before or again since until tonight. All right. Now, William, did Lamar think that they were cake toppers as well? Because they are squatty enough. Again, that's what I was always told, and I kept them in my display and always offered up to tell people that that's what they had said or thought they were. I'm trying
to think if I recall any other like little figurines like that.
Right.
Had a candle holder like for another holiday or occasion. I can't really think of any.
Well, and I'm sure back in the day you bought these ceramics, you could do what you want, because I know that if you find some of the month angels, you can see that they have like a stained kind of oily look to them on the bottom, and that's because they sat on the icing, you know, and that stained the porcelain pretty well. So he sold
there is a little train. I know that there's little train cars and stuff that you could put together that are Christmassy, but not Santas. I've not seen those.
Okay, so you were able to get a set of 6. Okay, gotcha. So $18 if anybody is interested. Again, maybe you guys don't have a ton of room for larger figurines. I thought maybe these small ones would be different. And you can go and get yourself a little green or red birthday candle, or even like Amy said, I said earlier too, find yourself a little bottle brush tree. I think they look really fun. Before I put them down, what I always wanted to do was I wanted to get one of those little presents. You know how they have the little presents that they used as, like, I don't know, toppers or in arrangements.
Yeah.
And I was going to just stick it in. I was going to like glue it over the little hole so it looked like Santa had little presents.
Oh, like a stack of presents. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll bring them back. All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. This is our last round, you guys. All right. $10 for me for my last round. And I don't usually get to pick these up. They're usually falling apart, truth be told. Now this one does have a little bit of issue, but for the most part, it's together. And I think I had some of these last year. I ended up gifting them because they were literally just falling apart. This is a Victorian antique paper ornament, and it does have the really old antique tinsel for the backer and for the hanger. Now there is some the scrap here is missing some pieces. It is discolored, but I went ahead and saved it because it still had a lot of life left, and it is backed with cardboard. These I don't see these. I really don't see these. If I do, they're usually in a locked case, and I cannot touch these. But this one, there was actually a couple more, and this piece down here is a little loose, FYI. So I believe that this is German. I believe it's a German paper scrap here with the little angel, and she does have a harp, and there's kind of some forget-me-nots around the edging, but it is fairly large. Usually if I see these, they're about half that size. That's usually the size, if I see any, they are. And the hanger is still intact. That is usually the next thing to go for these. 8.5 inches this way, and about 5 inches wide. I just love these. I don't get to see them very often. There is a lady at the Midwest Holiday Show that has a small little glass case with some of them in it, and hers are hundreds of dollars. I do know that. They're very cool to look at. I don't know. I like this kind of antique-y stuff. I really like, you know, I'm the kitsch queen, but I enjoy this stuff too. So let's count this down. I see Robin was in, Renee and Joe as well. So again, it does have some missing pieces to the paper die cut, and it does have some discolorations and that sort of thing. There is a missing corner for the cardboard here on the back, but still a lot of life for as old as it is, Victorian for sure. Let's count it down. We're looking for 21 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
It's just amazing this is even still around.
I've been making quite sure that it is far away from Mr. Parmesan.
I wasn't even, poor Parm.
He loves stuff like this though. Anything like fragile paper, he's here for it. So I've been keeping it like way up high and far away and locked away from him. I did the same thing with the nut cups last week. I put them in a plastic thing, a plastic like shoebox before I packed them. So I will do the same with this because he's terrible. All right. He's definitely on the naughty list. All right. So at the end there, Looks like Renee had a just in case of 27. Robin had a just in case of 52. So Robin, it is yours for 28. Thank you so much. And yes, he loves a snack bug. Absolutely.
$10, Amy. $10, Amy. And I have a little larger spun cotton angel girl, but she's starting at $10 because some of her nylon right here, and it's in the back. It's right there in the back. It has separated from the wire. Okay, so the wire has come separated from the nylon, but when you display her, you do not see that. Okay, she has a large pipe cleaner in the back, so you could kind of, twist that onto a Christmas tree if you want, or you could just use her as your tree topper. So she's this large spun cotton angel. She has her original little violin there and the little bow, tons of mica glitter. She's in really good condition outside of that separation there on the back. There's no issues to the wings. She has her halo, which is made of Mercury glass beads. You can see the yarn hair. And again, she is this gorgeous little nylon spun cotton head angel. And she does sit just fine like that. Now, I've had these before where the nylon is an off-white. So I don't believe that that's discoloration or dirt on there. I just believe that it's just a little more off-white. So there you can see some more of the thick glitter. And she's just adorable. And the fact that she still has her original bow there in her hand along with the little violin, I think is just adorable. So she roughly measures about 5 inches tall by 5 inches wide. And again, other than that that separation right there, maybe you know a way you can fix it. All the nylon is still there, but that wire part is actually supposed to be fed through it. So it must have separated somehow. So there you can see how she's put together with the pipe cleaner and all the wires up in there. But she'll sit beautifully in your displays. I think she's really cute. And the head, the spun head.
She's a much larger one than those usually are.
Yeah, she's about double. The head is about 1.25 inches. So the head is about 1.25 inches. That is probably almost 2 times the size of the traditional spun head one. So let's go ahead and count her down. We had Robin in at 10, Sandra's in at 15. So we're looking for 16 or more, just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And I'm almost 100% she's made in Japan, of course. But she's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And to find those larger spun heads, you just don't see them. Usually they're all that same size. So there is our bid end. Robin, I'm so sorry that lag's getting y'all tonight. Your just in case came in after the bid end, but it's going to you, Sandra. Congratulations at 15. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right. Yes, the lag was gnarly tonight. All right. It has grown. I've noticed that it's gotten a little worse as we have went on tonight. Yes. All right. So we are going to do recap time. So make sure if you haven't refreshed to do so, do that gear wheel icon before we do that. And recap tonight, it was going to be quick claims. So we'll bring back anything that didn't find a home the first time. So if you want to claim something, do make sure to type in the item plus the price. All right, so that we know what you're trying to claim. And if anybody is watching on the replay, you can feel free to email to check if something is still available. And a brief description will be given, measurements, and if there's any kind of issues as normal. We will give it a moment. If we see somebody come into the chat to claim something, because of the lag, we'll give it a moment. If there's just one person that claims something, then it will remain a claim. If there's more than one person that comes in interested on the same person, we will do a quick countdown to break any kind of ties, just in cases can be in play, just like a regular bid round. Okay. Jason, I'm going to make you big.
Yep. I have my Snowman planter available. He is made in Japan.
So
he's in really good condition with no chips or cracks, no cold paint condition issues. There's little to no crazing on him whatsoever. You can see that there is a little bit of the round Japan sticker down below there, and then you can see where he was stamped. So if anyone's interested in him, you can put Snowman 28, Snowman 28. Not sure of the manufacturer, but I do know it's from the mid-1960s. It has to be, just with the version that he is. So Snowman 28, Snowman 28, if you're interested. I had just shown a few rounds ago my little snowmen, my little Santas that are the little candle holders. So you'll get both of them, no chips or cracks. If you're interested, you can put Santa 18, and you're going to get 2 of those. There we go. I wanted to put a little bit of shade, a little shadow over Santa's face.
Those are great.
Santa 18, Santa 18, if anybody is interested. And then I had my late 60s, early 70s doormat or throw rug in very good condition. Season's greetings. Hopefully you guys can see that. Season's greetings. There's Santa, even has the bells in the middle. It measures about 7 by 4.5, and this would be rug. Oh, I'm sorry. The measurement's 38 by 24. It would be rug 20. Rug 20, if anybody's interested. He's a really good-looking, like late 60s Santa there, holding that like teardrop mid-century ornament.
And it's so clean.
Over here, we have the Christmas tree. And like Joe said, you could drape it over the back of your sofa if you wanted to. You could use it as like a sofa scarf if you want. And again, I don't know, maybe the screen's not doing it justice. I thought it was a really different, unique find. So that would be rug 20 if anybody's interested. Thank you guys for letting me show you those one more time.
Okay. Let's get us both back up here. Always, you can email Chuck with Jason if you're watching on the replay. All right. Reminder for invoicing this week. Words are tough. I'm going to be sending mine out tomorrow, so I will email you when yours goes out in email land, and I'll let Jason talk about Friday and when he's doing his.
My invoices will be going out tomorrow from last night's shop with me at the store, and tonight I'm able to combine that. I'm pretty certain that I can get everything shipped and we can get invoices out, because then we're away for the holiday. So if you don't receive an invoice tomorrow evening, that's because I had a hard time getting your stuff together. You'll get an invoice sent on Friday. But the invoices that go out tomorrow, if we can get those paid, we'd like to ship everything on Friday for you guys, so you get it as soon as possible. If you get an invoice from us on Friday, we'd give you at least till Monday, and then we'd like to ship on Monday. So Black Friday, it's a big day over on Whatnot. Tina's going to be live at 7 p.m. Eastern. Mother Tucker's Tina. She's doing all Christmas jewelry. So we had 150 Christmas lovers here tonight. If you love Christmas jewelry, you can head on over to see her over on Whatnot. And she's been hoarding and holding some stuff for a while to give you guys a good show. So thank you so much.
With shipping for me, if I can get things shipped out on Wednesday, anybody that pays me as soon as they get their invoices on Tuesday, I will happily ship them out on Wednesday. But Mama Pam and I are going to be gone to Indiana Friday and Saturday. We're helping out at Countryside Antique Mall for their holiday open house. That's in Thornton, Indiana, which is a little northwest of Indianapolis. So if you're down in that area, come stop by. But that's why I won't be able to do any shipping on Friday or Saturday. So Monday would be my next shipping day if things don't go out on Wednesday. So thank you all so very much.
Amy, can I just say one more thing real quick?
Sir.
I know that everybody that's in our chat and hanging out with us tonight, you guys love small business. I know that's why you're here, but especially even outside the season here, even your family, if you could just please, I know that I've had a lot of my local small businesses reach out to me, especially heading into this holiday season. It's more important than ever that you guys consider to shop small. So please, if you have a local antique mall near you or a mom and pop, maybe coffee shop, please consider giving those kinds of gifts this year. It'll help your dollar go even further, and it'll help people in your local community. So please do so. I know a lot of us are trying to work on an Instagram campaign to kind of help spread that and tag one another. So if you could, please support local. I know you do here on YouTube. Also, please, my dealers are stocking really hard at Mother Tuckers. So if you're out and about in my region and you could stop in to support them and see what they're putting out, they're going to be really ready for Black Friday. And then it's Small Business Saturday. Please, guys, don't forget we have Small Business Saturday coming up. And those are 2 really busy days. So please, yes, you can go up and see Tina at the store on Saturday. So thank you, Amie. I hope you didn't mind I said that. I'm sure you
absolutely
echo
not.
that.
No.
But please, guys, please support any and everything small. Okay? That's the only way we're going to help boost the economy and help folks by shopping small and keeping it with the mom and pops. Because trust me, as a mom and pop owner for 20 years, it's not getting easier. And each year we're losing more and more mom and pops. And soon there just won't be any. Honest to God, there won't be any. So I'm off my soapbox. Thank you, Amie.
Of course.
And gobble, everybody.
Of course. So thank you to Karen and Kim and Ruthie for helping us out in the chat tonight. We appreciate you ladies so very much. And we have a very short community share tonight. And I'm going to pop our email up here. We would love if you send us some of if you are getting your Christmas decorations out this weekend. If you're an early bird decorator, we would love to see some photos. You can always email us. Just make sure to include a brief description to go along with your pictures. And if you want us to mention your name or not, but we can always use some more photos to share down the line. We love to see what you guys do for sure. So I have 2 photos tonight. I'm going to get us over here. There we go. I have 2 Thanksgiving and just 2 tonight, and they're both from different people. So the first one I want to share tonight, and I did ask both of these people if I could share these photos. And this one is from Miss Deborah Williams. I didn't see Deborah in the chat tonight, so maybe she'll be watching on the replay. But Deborah sent this to me a little while ago. And I love her little fall mantle with all the little fall critters and everything. And that starburst clock is pretty spectacular.
It is. That's a hard one.
So both of them, I believe, got some Thanksgiving postcards from me. So the one that Deborah got from me is on the lower left underneath the candy jar behind that little deer. She also got the little deer from me too. And I think she might have got those little chipmunk shakers from you, Jason, in the center.
Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she did. I see them.
But that's Deborah's little fall mantle. Beautiful. I love it. And the second photo that I have is from KP, who got my other Thanksgiving postcard. So good. But I love this. I love all the colors and everything. Great, like centerpiece for Beautiful. The table. I love that. With the acorns and the pheasant. Looks really good. Yes. Thank you, KP and Deborah. I appreciate you both.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Leanne. Thank you so much. You're going to get a Parmesan here. Here's Parmesan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. And one more time, happy birthday, Mr. Gavin. You were awesome, sir. I hope you had a wonderful day today. Thank you so much, Gavin.
Thank you, Gavin. And guys, please make sure, like Amie said earlier, subscribe to his channel. It's Grady Group of Vintage Recordings. Also follow him on Instagram. It's the same name. They put out a ton of content, and also support them. They do their show over on Vamp. So please support them when they go live over there. So thank you guys so much. Couldn't do it without the Gillets.
Yes. And with that, we want to say another happy Thanksgiving to everyone here on YouTube and our YouTube vintage community. We thank you all so very much.
Thank you.
And we hope that you have a wonderful holiday this week. Eat some pumpkin pie, relax a little bit, watch some football, do all the things.
Thank you.
And then shop small this weekend. All right, you guys, we're going to say good night. And we will be back on Thursday, December 6th. For our normal night for Fantastic Finds. That's when you'll see us next.
Yes.
All right. Good night, you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Thank you.